Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Let me promote you. Okay.
Sir, is there Kak Shikin in the meeting?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Can you make her as co-host? Make me as
Can.
panelist. Because she will
Okay.
be the one sharing
Can.
the videos.
Can. Sure. I will make a co-host. By the way, very good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. Hi, Shikin. Hello, Shikin.
She already?
Yeah, I already make a co-host already.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, give her a call.
Boleh, boleh. Okay, ada. Tak boleh dengar sound.
Okay. So, Shikin boleh dengar ke? Okay, Saran and Shikin. So, I'll leave it to you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. So, I'll leave it to you guys to manage. So we start at 10:10. Let everyone join. We start at 10 past 10. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Kak cuba unmute. Unmute. Tak dengar dekat sini.
Need to be motivated and determined and work your ass off for that. So, for those who almost want to quit, I know PhD is getting tougher. Trust me. Okay. In case if you need any help, you need any support, click the Get Code button. We provide a range of.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Class 3 Review Paper Writing. 2 papers before proposal defense with a touch of AI. My name is Sarah Ramudan, the digital marketer of ZASS Print, your host for today. For an introduction, these webinars comprise of 4 classes that will be held throughout the year 2023. For today, we will cover only Class 3 topics. The class will begin at 10:10 a.m. to accommodate any participants who may encounter delays
Many
and
perceive
need
that they
extra
are
time
not
to
smart
join.
for PhD. Guys, I scored only one A1 in my O level and SPM. Can you guys believe that? And I managed to complete my PhD before time, 2 years and 11 months. And I published 12 solid papers while doing my PhD. Remember this very carefully. You don't need to be smart for a PhD. I am the very example of that. You just need to be motivated and determined and work your ass off for that. So, for those who almost want to quit, I know PhD is getting tougher. Trust me. Okay. In case if you need any help, you need any support, click the Get Code button. We provide a range of services that will, and I can guarantee that we will get you through. Don't worry. When I look back into my PhD days now, I am just glad that I fought through, made my parents very proud, manage to shape a very good career path, and even travel the world while doing what I love the most. All thanks to my PhD. Remember something, ultimate goal is to complete your PhD, and if possible, as soon as possible. Okay? Life is too short for a century-long PhD. Long PhD not necessarily will give you more knowledge. You can still learn after your PhD. But the time that you lost while doing your PhD can never be earned back. 4 tricks to choose PhD research topic. Number 1, focus on a topic that is doable. More than anything, be realistic. Don't try to be Einstein within 3 years. Remember, Albert Einstein only did some of his best work after his PhD, not before. If a topic is related to your job, like robotics design, for example, but the question you need to ask, can your university support or has enough equipments and tools to support your research? Perhaps you can look into management or social angle of robotic development. So you take a step back, you look at different angle that is a bit more realistic that you can do. Number 2, timing. Can I do it in 3 years? Better plan it out, my friend. Or you will be doing your PhD for 14 years. So always do a very, very important time estimation. Now, number 3, can you find a gap in any particular area that you're focusing? Robotics, management related. What is the actual problem? Any particular issue that you can solve? This is the most important question you should ask after you want to look into a specific sector or specific area. And this is step 1 in our 12 steps consulting framework. So let's go to the final one. Number 4, once you have covered a gap that we mentioned in number 3, now you need to speak to your supervisor. Remember, your supervisor is the ultimate boss in your journey. Make sure that he or she is happy with your topic, because without your supervisor's blessing, you can't go very far in your journey. I'm being very writing thesis. Today, I'm going to share with you a comprehensive table of content based on the template that I have designed in chapter 1, which should be around roughly 20 pages. Could be more, could be less. We can start with introduction with background of the study, problem statement, research question and objectives, scope of the study, significance of the study, definition of key terms, and summary of the chapter. Then we jump to chapter 2. It's around 60 pages. 2.0, overview of subject under investigation. This will come from your title itself. If you don't know what is subject under investigation, kindly comment. 2.1, nature or fundamentals of the subject under investigation. Then you move to underpinning and supporting theories. Then you go to theoretical framework, literature and description of all related variables to your subject under investigation. Then you go to hypothesis development, operationalization of variables, summary of chapter. Done chapter 2. In chapter 3, you must have roughly around 15 to 20 or 25 pages or so. Start with 3.1, measurement of variables or instrumentation. Okay, this is your instrument lah. Experimental instrument ke, questionnaire ke, can be anything. 3.2, population. 3.3, sampling. 3.4, data analysis technique. Then 3.5, pilot test. 3.6 can be data collection procedures. Summary of chapter. Done. Your proposal should be done already. PhD or masters. This is where you end your proposal. This is how we follow our step 2 coaching. That is how we go step by step coaching and consulting to complete your journey. Now let's go to chapter 4. Chapter 4 start with introduction. Remember, this is quantitative centric, should be around 30 pages or more or less. Quali can be different, experimental can be different, quasi-experimental can be different. So now 4.1 introduction, 4.2 response rate, 4.3 data coding, 4.4 run response bias, 4.5 common method bias, 4.6 data screening, 4.7 assessment of blah 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 blah. You guys can read at the back. 4.8 assessment of the measurement model. 4.9 structural model. 4.10 assessment of the effects size. Wow. 4.11 multi-group analysis. 4.12 summary of chapter. Now we are moving to the final chapter. Chapter 5. Start with introduction, and the whole chapter should be around 20 to 30, maybe 25 pages. 5.1 recapitulation of the study. That means revisit the study lah, not to be so complicated again. 5.2 demographic profile of the respondents. 5.3 research objective question related discussion. That means you tune back to your chapter 1, and you also need to tune back to your chapter 2. Limitation. Finally, 5. Finish and go back home. Done. Okay, this is all your thesis is about. Sounds very easy. Actually, it's a lot more than that, but this is your baseline. This is how you can design and complete your thesis. Make sure you share this with all your network. They all should know how to design their own thesis, table of content. This is how we will coach and consult students throughout their entire journey. Share, comment, like. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. How do we get an award-winning thesis? One of the most important elements in a thesis or proposal is its language delivery. Then only people will be able to understand what you're trying to present in your thesis or proposal. So today, I'm going to share a very, very important thesis from Dr. Tun Irfan. Last year, he won Best Thesis Award at UTM. Here is a page from the thesis in its original form, and I'm going to proofread with only Grammarly. Okay, turn on track changes, and then we go to Grammarly. We open Grammarly prompt and let Grammarly scan through the entire thesis. Here we go. We can get all the recommendations of Grammarly already. Okay, so you can see in paragraph 1, gave some changes, and then you can see second paragraph, it gave some decent recommendation, and then pretty much that's it. The biggest question here, is that enough? Let me show you how we would do it. Okay, let me edit that. Let me do a fast forward editing. Paraphrase, we're going to go through every word. You see, even the first paragraph, it's completely transformed. Okay, as you can see, second paragraph, we go grilling and drilling again. How would the final product look like? You can see within the first page itself, second page, and if we keep going, you can see it's full transformation. Hence, this is the reason why last year UTM presented this thesis with the best award. This is why we dare to give lifetime language warranty. But remember, for all the graduate students out there, masters, PhD, even bachelors if you want, come over. We are offering up to 30% discount on our language services. Somewhere in January 2023 and got rejected right after 1 month. Scopus Journal for PhD, Masters, or even for KPI requirement. Is it tough? I'm not going to answer that right now, because I am going to walk you through the entire publication journey, so you know exactly what is coming for you. Here is a paper accepted in Scopus Journal Q2. So this one was a recent acceptance in our firm. So how long it actually took to get this accepted? That's the question of the day. You have to understand. It is absolutely not easy to get a Q2 journal. Okay, you have to always understand that. And we managed to get it as part of the student's PhD graduation requirement. So, accepted. This paper belongs to Wong. Wong approached us, I think, somewhere early this year for coaching, consulting, and proofreading, all the way to publication. After completing the paper, me and Wong together, we submitted to World Journal of English Language. So we submitted somewhere in January 2023 and got rejected right after 1 month. That itself 5 months burned. Then we went for the third attempt. This time we submitted to Issues in Language Studies, a journal under Unimas. It's a Scopus Q2 journal, a fantastic journal. We submitted somewhere in May 2023 to June, around that range. And thankfully, we crossed the editor and went for the review process.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Class 3 Review Paper Writing. 2 papers before proposal defense with a touch of AI. My name is Sarah Ramudan, the digital marketer of ZASS, your host for today. For an introduction, these webinars comprise of 4 classes that will be held throughout the year 2023. For today, we will cover only Class 3 topics. The class will begin at 10:10 a.m. to accommodate any participants who may encounter delays and need extra time to join.
Mana Pak Rosni? Selalu lambatlah dia. Mutu, kau dia Cak? Kau. Farouz. Kau ke mana tu? Kami dah start assignment tau. Dah pukul berapa sekarang? Cepatlah.
Sorry. Aku on the way ni.
On the way. Alasan lah budak ni.
3 hours later.
Yo, dah siap.
Kau pergi mana tadi?
Aku tadi dah gerak. Gatal nak salin. Aku dah tahu jaga dia. Belok kanan dan belok kiri.
Oh, salah. Jangan alasan banyak. Kami tahu perangai kau. Sekarang, assignment dah siap. Kau hanya ambil assignment, cari tempat untuk printkan je.
Okay. Relax. Benda ni tak ada masalah. Biar I yang settle. Okay, boleh? Macam ni.
Mula-mula, kau register dulu. Lepas tu, kau klik je upload and print untuk start. Lepas tu, upload lah PDF yang tempat biru tu. Dan select print setting. Lepas settle semua, buat payment. Senang kan?
Tara! Dah settle.
Mana papernya? Jom, ikut aku.
Wah, senang betul
Settle pun.
Lepas ni boleh lah print tengah-tengah malam waktu tengok bola.
Mutu. Memang boleh. Aku dah cakap 24 jam. Korang boleh je minta tolong aku printkan. Lagi satu. Dengan ZASS print ni, boleh print anytime, anywhere. Sekali ZASS je. Okay. Hello sayang.
Kat mana tu?
I sakit perut ni yang.
Tadi nak jumpa kat situ makan.
Ya. Sorry sayang.
You ni benar asal lah on the way.
I tak cakap lagi I on the way. Okay sayang, on the way.
Welcome to ZASS channel. In today's Miss Manager Desk, we will talk about how to use ZASS Print. To start, scan the QR code or type ZASS Print in your browser. Next, it's time to register as a new user or log in to your existing account. In the desktop, click on the Upload and Print button, select your nearest kiosk, and upload your PDF document. You can upload up to 10 documents. Select the print setting for each document. Click Next and confirm. Here you will see the print preview and order summary. Select your payment option and proceed to checkout. Select your bank and scroll down to proceed. Once the payment is settled, you will either be redirected automatically or prompted to log in to your ZASS Print account again. Here, you will find the Print Now button next to your document. Please remember to click the Print Now button only when you are physically present at the kiosk and ready to collect your printed documents. At the kiosk, your document will begin to print seamlessly. Settle! Print anytime, anywhere, with ZASS Print.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Class 3 Review Paper Writing, 2 papers before proposal defense with a touch of AI. My name is Thavamaran, the digital marketer of ZASS, your host for today. For an introduction, these webinars comprise of 4 classes that will be held throughout the year 2023. For today, we will cover only Class 3 topics. The class will begin at 10:10 a.m. to accommodate any participants who may encounter delays and need extra time to join.
Many perceive that they are not smart for a PhD. Guys, I scored only one A1 in my O level and SPM. Can you guys believe that? And I managed to complete my PhD before time, 2 years and 11 months. And I published 12 solid papers while doing my PhD. Remember this very carefully. You don't need to be smart for a PhD. I am the very example of that. You just need to be motivated and determined and work your ass off for that. So, for those who almost want to quit, I know PhD is getting tougher. Trust me. Okay. In case if you need any help, you need any support, click the Get Code button. We provide a range of services that will, and I can guarantee that we will get you through. Don't worry. When I look back into my PhD days now, I am just glad that I fought through, made my parents very proud, managed to shape a very good career path, and even travel the world while doing what I love the most. All thanks to my PhD. Remember something. Ultimate goal is to complete your PhD, and if possible, as soon as possible. Okay? Life is too short for a century-long PhD. Long PhD not necessarily will give you more knowledge. You can still learn after your PhD. But the time that you lost while doing your PhD can never be earned back. Four tricks to choose PhD research topic. Number 1, focus on a topic that is doable. More than anything, be realistic. Don't try to be Einstein within 3 years. Remember, Albert Einstein only did some of his best work after his PhD, not before. If a topic is related to your job, like robotics design, for example, but the question you need to ask, can your university support or has enough equipments and tools to support your research? Perhaps you can look into management or social angle of robotic development. So you take a step back, you look at different angle that is a bit more realistic that you can do. Number 2, timing. Can I do it in 3 years? Better plan it out, my friend. Or you will be doing your PhD for 14 years. So always do a very, very important time estimation. Now, number 3, can you find a gap in any particular area that you're focusing? Robotics, management related. What is the actual problem? Any particular issue that you can solve? This is the most important question you should ask after you want to look into a specific sector or specific area. And this is step 1 in our 12 steps consulting framework. So let's go to the final one. Number 4, once you have covered a gap that we mentioned in number 3, now you need to speak to your supervisor. Remember, your supervisor is the ultimate boss in your journey. Make sure that he or she is happy with your topic, because without your supervisor's blessing, you can't go very far in your journey. I'm being very honest. Writing thesis. Today, I'm going to share with you a comprehensive table of content based on the template that I have designed in chapter 1, which should be around roughly 20 pages. Could be more, could be less. We can start with introduction with background of the study, problem statement, research question and objectives, scope of the study, significance of the study, definition of key terms, and summary of the chapter. Then we jump to chapter 2. It's around 60 pages. 2.0, overview of subject under investigation. This will come from your title itself. If you don't know what is subject under investigation, kindly comment. 2.1, nature or fundamentals of the subject under investigation. Then you move to underpinning and supporting theories. Then you go to theoretical framework, literature and description of all related variables to your subject under investigation. investigation. Then you go to hypothesis development, operationalization of variables, summary of chapter. Done chapter 2. In chapter 3, you must have roughly around 15 to 20 or 25 pages or so. Start with 3.1, measurement of variables or instrumentation. Okay, this is your instrument lah. Experimental instrument ke, questionnaire ke, can be anything. 3.2 population, 3.3 sampling, 3.4 data analysis technique. Then 3.5 pilot test. 3.6 can be data collection procedures. Summary of chapter, done. Your proposal should be done already. PhD or masters, this is where you end your proposal. This is how we follow chapter 1 to 3 when we finish our step 2 coaching. Always refer back to our 12 steps process. That is how we go step by step coaching and consulting to complete your journey. Now let's go to chapter 4. Chapter 4 start with introduction. Remember, this is quantitative centric, should be around 30 pages or more or less. Quali can be different, experimental can be different, quasi-experimental can be different. So now, 4.1 introduction, 4.2 response rate, 4.3 data coding, 4.4 run response bias, 4.5 common method bias, 4.6 data screening, 4.7 assessment of blah 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 blah. You guys can read at the back. 4.8 assessment of the measurement model, 4.9 structural model, 4.10 assessment of the effects size. Wow. 4.11 multi-group analysis, 4.12 summary of chapter. Now we are moving to the final chapter. Chapter 5, start with introduction, and the whole chapter should be around 20 to 30, maybe 25 pages. 5.1, recapitulation of the study. That means revisit the study lah, not to be so complicated again. 5.2, demographic profile of the respondents. 5.3, research objective question related discussion. That means you tune back to your chapter 1, and you also need to tune back to your chapter 2. This is where the tuning happens. 5.4, implication and limitation. Finally, 5.5, conclusion, finish, finito, finish and go back home. Done. Okay, this is all your thesis is about. Sounds very easy. Actually, it's a lot more than that, but this is your baseline. This is how you can design and complete your thesis. Make sure you share this with all your network. They all should know how to design their own thesis. Table of content. This is how we will coach and consult students throughout their entire journey. Share, comment, like. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. How do we get an award-winning thesis? One of the most important elements in a thesis or proposal is its language delivery. Then only people will be able to understand what you're trying to present in your thesis or proposal. So today, I'm going to share a very, very important thesis from Dr. Tun Irfan. Last year, he won Best Thesis Award at UTM. Here is a page from the thesis in its original form, and I'm going to proofread with only Grammarly. Okay, turn on track changes, and then we go to Grammarly. We open Grammarly prompt and let Grammarly scan through the entire thesis. Here we go. We can get all the recommendations of Grammarly already. Okay, so you can see in paragraph 1, it gave some changes, and then you can see second paragraph, it gave some decent recommendation, and then pretty much that's it. The biggest question here, is that enough? Let me show you how we would do it. Okay, let me edit that. Let me do a fast forward editing. Paraphrase, we're going to go through every word. You see, even the first paragraph, it's completely transformed. Okay, as you can see, second paragraph, we go grilling and drilling again. How would the final product look like? You can see within the first page itself, second page, and you know, if we keep going, you can see it's full transformation. Hence, this is the reason why last year UTM presented this thesis with the best award. This is why we dare to give lifetime language warranty. But remember, for all the graduate students out there, masters, PhD, even bachelors if you want, come over. We are offering up to 30% discount on our language services. Somewhere in January 2023 and got rejected right after 1 month. Scopus Journal for PhD, Masters, or even for KPI requirement. Is it tough? I'm not going to answer that right now, because I am going to walk you through the entire publication journey, so you know exactly what is coming for you. Here is a paper accepted in Scopus Journal Q2. So this one was a recent acceptance in our firm. So how long it actually took to get this accepted? That's the question of the day. You have to understand. It is absolutely not easy to get a Q2 journal. Okay, you have to always understand that. And we managed to get it as part of the student's PhD graduation requirement. So, accepted. This paper belongs to Wong. Wong approached us, I think, somewhere early this year for coaching, consulting, and proofreading, all the way to publication. After completing the paper, me and Wong together, we submitted to World Journal of English Language. So we submitted somewhere in January 2023. And got rejected right after 1 month. That itself 5 months burned. Then we went for the third attempt. This time we submitted to Issues in Language Studies, a journal under Unimas. It's a Scopus Q2 journal, a fantastic journal. We submitted somewhere in May 2023 to June, around that range. And thankfully, we crossed the editor and went for the review process.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Class 3 Review Paper Writing. 2 papers before proposal defense with a touch of AI. My name is Thavamaran, the digital marketer of ZASS, your host for today. For an introduction, these webinars comprise of 4 classes that will be held throughout the year 2023. For today, we will cover only Class 3 topics. The class will begin at 10:10 a.m. to accommodate any participants who may encounter delays and need extra time to join.
Salam madani warga kampus. ZASS kini telah berada di Universiti Utara Malaysia. ZASS merupakan percetakan atas talian yang diinovasikan khusus buat para pelajar Institut Pengajian Tinggi. Nak tahu macam mana cara nak gunakan ZASS? Jom kat ZASS saja.
Firstly, scan, register and verify your email. Next, you have to select your nearest kiosk. And then, upload and pay. Lastly, collect your document, friends.
Macam mana? Senang tak? Esok kat ZASS ada presentation lah. Sekejap.
Hello Kak ZASS. Kenapa ya?
Syikir kat mana?
Syikir dekat ruang legal SOC.
Oi, bagus sangat tu. Boleh tak Kak ZASS nak print dokumen ni? Boleh tak Syikir tolong ambilkan dekat SOC?
Oh, boleh aja. Okey Kak ZASS, Syikir dah sampai kat kios. Tekan print now. Settle. Print anytime, anywhere. This is ZASS.
Actually no, because I used to stay in TK12, so words went around. So there's this printing machine in cafe that we can use.
So how do I use the cartridge is actually when I was struggling with printing because I have problems with my printing at the college. So I asked my friend the nearest printing services that we have, and she said that it's near like at the KK3, and I was from KK7. So I go there, and that's how I know it.
So ZASS print ni I tahu sebab basically lokasi dia strategik lah. Macam dia terletak dekat my college 12 UM. Ada ZASS print quite number, ada 2-3 tempat juga. So daripada situ lah keep lalu dekat tepi dia punya mesin kan. So at some point I use that service lah.
I know ZASS print because Indonesia is already ZASS print, and I'm looking for here at WhatsApp group at university, and every student recommend ZASS print to the printing.
From Telegram group. From Telegram group. Okay.
Oh, definitely. In every university, in every faculty possible. Because I think mostly faculty doesn't have the printing services. And in UM itself, I think there's only like 3 to 4 kiosks, right? Yeah. So it's better if in every university and every faculty.
I actually agree with that. You should like provide these services more cohesive, and maybe at each KK can also ada juga, because macam kalau daripada KK lain susah juga lah pergi KK. Macam saya KK 7 kita pergi KK 3 saya jauh sikit lah, but I think it's okay lah for my assignment ini. So it should ada lah, patut ada.
Yes, for me my personal opinion, I think sangat-sangat patut. Dia sangat-sangat relevan lah. Memang boleh letakkan di semua IPT, perhaps semua college pun itu untuk memudahkan student lah.
Of course, in I think ZASS print should be in every university and every faculty, because I think almost all of student needs this ZASS print.
It's easy, and yet you don't have to interact with people if you are introvert. And yeah, it's very easy. You just have to access it through your phone. Yeah, that's it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our ZASS channel. So I'm Sofia. Today I'm gonna bring you to Kolej Kediaman Pertama. Do you know why? Because today I'm gonna show to you where is our advanced ZASS printing machine located. Let's go. Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to ZASS channel. I'm Sophia and today I'm going to show to you where is our ZASS printing machine located at. So there are 4 colleges that have our advanced printing machine, but right now we are at College Kediaman Ketiga University Malaya. Let's go.
Mana Kak Ros ni? Selalu lambat lah dia. Mutu, kau ada jap? Kau. Kak Ros. Kau kat mana tu? Kami dah start assignment tau. Dah pukul berapa sekarang? Cepatlah.
Sorry. Aku on the way ni.
On the way. Alasan lah budak ni.
3 hours later.
Yo, dah siap.
Kau pergi mana tadi?
Aku tadi dah gerak. Gatal nak salin. Aku dah tahu jaga dia. Belok kanan dan belok kiri.
Sudahlah. Jangan alasan banyak. Kami tak apa perangai kau. Sekarang, assignment dah siap. Kau hanya ambil assignment, cari tempat untuk printkan je.
Okay. Relax. Benda ni tak ada masalah. Biar I yang settle. Okay, boleh? Mari sini.
Mula-mula, kau register dulu. Lepas tu, kau klik je upload and print untuk start. Lepas tu, upload lah PDF yang tempat biru tu. Dan select print setting. Lepas settle semua, buat payment. Senang kan?
Tara! Dah settle. Mana papernya? Jom, ikut aku.
Wah, senang betul
Settle boy.
Pas ni boleh lah print tengah-tengah malam waktu tengok bola.
Mutu. Memang boleh. Aku dah cakap 24 jam. Korang boleh je minta tolong aku printkan. Lagi satu. Dengan ZASS print ni, boleh print anytime, anywhere. Sekali ZASS je. Okay. Hello sayang.
Kat mana tu?
I sakit perut ni yang.
Kita nak jumpa kat situ makan.
Ya. Sorry sayang.
You ni berasal tak on the way.
I tak cakap lagi I on the way. Okay sayang, on the way.
On the way ke mana? welcome, ni hao everyone. Welcome to ZASS channel. I'm Sophia. So today I'm gonna bring you to College Kediaman ke-10. Do you know why? Because I want to show you where is our advanced printing machine located at. Let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome to ZASS channel. I'm Sophia and today I'm gonna bring you to College Kediaman 12. Do you know why we are here? Because I want to show to you where is our advanced printing machine located at. Let's go.
Okay, Shikin and Saran, I think we can start ready.
Good morning, guys. Can you guys hear my voice? Yeah. Please put a thumbs up in the chat box.
Okay. So before you continue, Saran, just a quick one. I think there's a lot of confusion between the old links and the new links. I think I'm not so sure. But anyhow, I've given a very good morning. I've given the link again in the chat box. Saran also shared many times already. Please help us share it with all your friends and colleagues who are still trying to join. Please tell them that we are going to start now. Please share the link. It's in the chat box. Share it with your entire community, network, colleagues, whoever who wants to join the class. Ask them to join now itself. Just enter their name and email and then they can join already. Okay. Saran, is there anything, Saran or Shikin want to say anything before we start?
We have the introduction. Can we start? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Class 3, Review Paper Writing. 2 papers before proposal defense with a touch of AI. My name is Thavamaran, the digital marketer of ZASS will be your MC today. For an introduction, these webinars comprise of 4 classes that will be held throughout the year 2023. For today, we will cover only Class 3 topics. The class will begin at 10 minutes to accommodate any participants who may encounter delays and need time to join. This is the agenda for today. I would like to remind all of you that this webinar will be recorded for future viewing. Please be informed that there is no Q&A session. There is no Q&A session after the class. And therefore, if you have any questions throughout the class, Please feel free to type them in the chat box. Our speaker will do his best to address them during his session. A friendly reminder, we will be sharing a QR code and a feedback form at 11 a.m. today in the chat box. Do check it out. Your feedback is important to us and will also serve as an attendance record. As a gesture of gratitude, those who successfully submitted their feedback will receive an email with today's presentation slides and an exclusive video link. This exclusive video link will be accessible to the public 1 month from now. Before we start, let me share with you the webinar house rule. Be respectful. Keep it professional. Mute your microphone. Use the chat box to ask questions. Respect the presenter's time. No recording. Follow the agenda. Now, let me introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Dr. Thavamaran Kanesen. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dava is the founder and chief editor at Proofreading by AUK PhD and has more than 100k academician followers. He also had published more than 70 papers, mostly ISI. He will be speaking to us today about the review paper writing, 2 papers before proposal defense, with a touch of AI. Dr. Tawa, thank you for joining us today. We are eager to hear your insights on this important topic. Enjoy the webinar. Let's get started. Over to you, Dr. Tawa.
Okay, Saran, thank you very much. Very good morning. Also, very good morning to Shekin and the entire team. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for organizing. Okay, I know we went through a lot of experience learning how to use Zoom. Okay, we are also live on Facebook. The class is also ongoing live. If anyone wants to join via Facebook Live, also can. You can join also. So for anyone who's watching me on Facebook Live, we're going to talk about review paper writing today. Hopefully 2 review papers before proposal defense. And a very good morning, Allah. Very good morning. Okay, I'm glad that you can hear me. I hope everyone else can hear me loud and clear. If there is any break in the voice, please let me know in the chat box. So keep the chat box open at all times. And ask questions as we go if you have any doubt, anything that you want to clarify. Okay. So let me start by sharing my screen. Done. All right. Okay, so can everyone see my slides and my video, my face? Please let me know in the chat box if all of you can view me clearly and the sound also all good, eh? Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. So, our first and second classes, I don't know, some of you might have missed out, some of you probably did not join and so on. Let me just turn off my WhatsApp. Because my WhatsApp will go ding dong all the time. But let me turn off my WhatsApp. Okay, before I turn off my WhatsApp, for those who hasn't joined our Facebook, our WhatsApp group, here is the link to our WhatsApp group dedicated for only. Okay, this is all students. I think 343 participants are in the group. Okay, members, quite a large group actually for So it's a very nice group. If any of you have not joined yet, that is the link in the chat box. You can join, be part of the community so that you can follow all the upcoming classes as well, in case if you never joined yet. Okay, so let me also copy that into a notepad. Okay, all right, so I turn off WhatsApp. All right, so our first and second classes. What happened to... Okay. Okay, all right. Anyway. Okay, so our first and second classes with we conducted quite effectively. It was quite a successful class. we looked into how to basically focusing on literature review for proposal and thesis development. So basically, in the first class, I shared how to read a paper for literature review. How do you read a paper? How do you analyze a paper critically? Second class, we went deeper into it. We looked at critical literature review template. So we went through all the questions that you need to find answer. So from there, we took a slight deviation. We are going into review paper writing because publication is essential. I believe most of you need to publish at least 1 or 2 papers in the so that you can graduate. Some of you have to publish Web of Science. Some of you can publish up to Scopus. Okay. So on that note, please let me know in the chat box, all of you, I think we have 105 of you easily who are participating students, how many papers you need to publish and what kind of papers, Web of Science or Scopus? Please let me know in the chat box because different faculty got different ruling. Okay, so we have first 1, 2 papers, Web of Science, Web of Science, Web of Science. Yep, there you go. So different faculty and different level of studies have different ruling actually. So education can do Scopus. I know medical definitely needs Web of Science, that I know. Social science, I know you can do 2 Scopus. Yasmin, so social science, at least 1 Web of Science or 2 Scopus. Not all the faculties in are the same. Different faculties are different, definitely. Science faculty, 2 papers, Web of Science, exactly. Engineering also, I think you need 2 Web of Science. All right, so so we can see education 2 Scopus or 1 Web of Science, 1 paper Scopus. So this Scopus is at least a bit okay, a bit. But Web of Science honestly takes very long time and very, very complex to publish. Okay, very, very complex. That is the main objective. That is our problem statement of the day. How to publish this Web of Science and Scopus papers. Okay, from our experience, my personal experience, I think we have already encountered more than 32,000 documents to date since the inception of my company. We have completed 32,000, that is including thesis, proposal, and whatnot. But this slide, I haven't updated the number. Next slide, I'll update the number. So Scopus will take anything between average between 6 months to maybe 12 months or sometimes even 15 months to publish. Scopus, okay, Scopus. Sometimes can be earlier, sometimes, okay, not all the time. Sometimes can be 3 months, 4 months. If it is too early, if it is like, you submit and then within 2 months after publish, very sure Scopus will most likely kick the journal out of Scopus because that is against their average timing of publishing. They always have a measure. They always audit their journals. So if you see a Scopus journal that publishes very fast, please don't go for it. Okay, it's too fast. Okay, then I think probably Sherry, maybe Saran or Shikin can help you out later. Okay, so let's come back to this. So for Web of Science, Web of Science is the main thing here. Web of Science can take anything from 6 months to even 2 years plus. You may ask, Doctor, so long people take review. No, it's not only review, it's rejection. You submit, reject, find another journal, reformat, submit, reject, find another journal, reformat, submit. Every time you need to submit, you need to reformat. Okay, and then let's see if you submit to Elsevier journal, the floor reject, the floor give you comment, you don't want the address. You resubmit to another journal within Elsevier, the floor won't accept because it's all same publication. And Elsevier, Science Direct lah. And Springer, they have internal connection. You submit to Science Direct, you never address comments. You want to submit to Springer, the floor won't accept. So you have to go and find another company to publish, like Wiley, Taylor, Francis, and so on. This is all what you will face during publication. That is why it's super complicated. All right, super complicated. Therefore, I came up with this class to encourage all of you to start writing review paper very early into your PhD or Masters. Don't wait until you collect your data, then only you want to start publishing. Because by the time you already build your system or you already build your questionnaire, you are already collecting data, and then you want to finish your chapters 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, you already almost going to Viva already. But then let's say you are finishing your thesis. chapter 4 and 5. And then now only you're going to start writing your papers. But then in 2 to 3 months time, you're going to go for Viva. This publication will take time. I've known many students in UM who are on hold, cannot graduate because they haven't published yet. Because publishing takes time. Now you may ask, hey, MDPI and Frontiers can publish very fast. Hindawi also, look at what happened to them. Okay, Malaysian Education, Higher Education Ministry don't recognize MDPI, Frontiers, Hindawi anymore. China banned already. Indonesia banned already. Okay, so even that option is out of the picture for us. All right, so our only option is to, as soon as you finish chapter 1 to 3, start extracting review papers, submit and let the flow go through review process, and you continue your journey. Continue going for proposal defense, addressing all the comments, build your instrument, build your system, build your software, whatever major that you are from, start collecting data, write your chapters 4 and 5. Let this review paper concurrently go through the review process. Okay? So, that is what you can do. Okay, that is what you can do. Sherry, no problem. You can WhatsApp me. Later, I will invite you into the group. Okay. So here is my WhatsApp group. WhatsApp link. You can WhatsApp me. And then later after the class, I'll add you in. Okay. Yes, I am talking to you, Sherry. So you click that link. You WhatsApp me first. Later after the class, I will invite you into the group. Okay. So Nabila said, yes, my review paper took 2 years from submitting to first journal to the nth journal who accepted it. Exactly. It will take very long time. Many students came to me, especially from Malaysia, China, because China, they want Web of Science all the way. No scopus. When I tell them it will take 6 months to 2 years, they say no way, they cannot wait. Okay. But that is the game. That is the game that you guys are in. This is publication. This is how academics work. Okay. There's nothing we can do. You take any shortcut, you see 3 or 4 months down the line, you already pay for publication fee, and then suddenly the journal kick you out. The journal kick out your the indexing body, which is Scopus or Web of Science, already kicked out your journal. You cannot even claim Scopus Web of Science anymore. Okay, for those who don't know this very well, these are the dynamics of publishing world. Okay, so therefore, plan early, plan very early, start writing review papers. That is the main agenda today. So I want to encourage you to write review papers. So this is me. For those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Thawa. Okay. I already told you about the synergy of the whole class today. Now let me introduce myself for those who don't know me. I have a PhD from Newcastle, UK. Completed mine in 2 years and 11 months. I graduated before time and now did my master's. In the UK, you can skip master's if you have a very good first degree. Bachelor's lah. So you don't need to do masters, you can go straight to PhD. So we call that fast track. And then I did my postdoctoral research in Aston Institute of Photonics, Birmingham, okay, under Aston University. Then I came back to Malaysia. I joined Telecom Malaysia R&D. I was a manager in industry. I managed my own research team, commercialized my own ideas, patents, and so on. Then concurrently, I started my own company for the love of research, okay, and for the love of proofreading, writing, consulting, and so on. I'm also an adjunct lecturer with UTP, and these are all my other related profiles, okay? And this is us, Proofreading by UK PhD. We are based at Cyberjaya. We are an ISO 9001-2015 standard company, okay? One of, I think the only one in Malaysia in academic consulting arena, and one of the few in the world. We are also endorsed by SFEP UK and HRDF, Human Resource Ministry Malaysia. This is our demographic so far. This is where we provide services in about 34 different countries. And these are all institutions, universities that we officially have MOU or official proofreadership one way or another. This is still old number. The latest number is already 32,000 plus, which I'll show in our subsequent class, which will be on November 17. Okay, our final class for this year. So today's class, excuse me. We are going to focus a lot on publication. Okay, the first 2 classes we focused a lot on thesis and a proposal. This class we're going to focus on publication and thesis to journal conversion. Okay, this is the journal conversion, and we're going to look at the importance of language as well. How important is language? And I'm also going to show an essential achievement that we have garnered from UM in the last August, where we had a student who passed without correction, one of our consultee who passed without correction, I'm also going to share her experience with you guys towards the end of the class. Okay. So, I want keyboard warriors. So if you want to share anything, if you want to discuss, you want to ask questions, feel free to type down in the chat box. Okay. If you're looking at your phone, if you're doing anything else, if you're looking at the phone for the class, it's okay. If you're doing anything else, writing, reading something else, meeting, please switch off all of those. Give your focus here. I can guarantee it'll be very beneficial for all of you. Okay. So, to all of you who are in my class now, 107 or 106 of you, how many of you have attended my Facebook live classes before? We have never attended. Never attended would be better. Who never attended my Facebook live classes before? Even yesterday we had a class. Yesterday we had problem statement class. Okay, so never attended before. So you guys don't know that I have actually Facebook live classes. And yesterday, for the first time, we went live on TikTok as well. Okay, that's very good. So let me show you where you can find all my classes. Okay, so let me go to this. This is my Facebook page. Okay, all of you can open your chat box. Click that particular link. Okay, please click that link. Once you click that link, you'll basically arrive here. This is our Facebook page. I know lots of people have migrated from Facebook to TikTok or no social media at all, but my usage of social media is only for positive messages, positive connotations and teaching. So you can use it, no harm. Once you arrive here, you can click like or follow button. You can click this button. Take 1 minute, click that link. Once you click it again and select favorites. If you select favorites, you will see post higher in your feed. You will see that. So you'll see all my new classes, all my notes that we share on daily basis. Everything will appear for you. Okay. So now we are going live. Okay, this particular class. And then if you scroll down a bit further down, you can see we share a lot of important papers. Like this one we shared yesterday on literature review. Okay, if you scroll down further, this was the class I taught yesterday. In case if you never watched my class yesterday on problem statement writing, you can go and watch this. I think we have gotten oops. Okay, we have already 3,000 views so far. So go and watch this class, learn how to write problem statement. It's a replay class. You can go and watch. And we have a lot of notes on daily basis. This is one of the notes that we shared recently, a lot of information. Okay, so go and watch and learn. Okay, hope it will benefit you. Daily basis, we will share important information here. Okay, further to that, you can also watch all my classes here under videos. If you go down here, you can watch all my classes here, total 128 classes. You can select see all. So I had a campaign of teaching class about chapter 1 introduction, background, problem statement, 2 classes on problem statement. So you can go and watch if you want to. If you want to learn, you can go and watch. Literature review, how to structure complete thesis, how to publish in high impact journal, working mom in PhD, how tough can it be? These all podcasts and so on. So proposal defense class and so on and so forth. A lot of classes here. I've been recording classes since 2020. People pay for workshop to learn these things. And here I have a full playlist of classes that you can learn for free. Okay, from journal publication to Web of Science to Scopus to thesis writing, proposal writing, instrument design, problem statement writing, research objective, research questions, lots of it, bunch of it. Okay, so hopefully it'll be helpful to all of you. I'll leave it at that. Then we also have upcoming classes, which you can find it here. These are all the upcoming classes. You can register yourself. Okay, these are all the upcoming classes under events. Okay, you can then register yourself. Next week we got one class, critical literature review with special template. Okay, you can register yourself if you want to. All right, so that's done. That's clear. Sorry, let me just turn that off. Okay. So that's the free resources given in the form of videos. Then we have templates. How many of you here don't know that we have these free templates? Okay, example, literature summary template. When you read a paper, how do you summarize? Critical literature review template. literature search databases, literature matrix template. This one will be using in the 4th class. This one was used in the 2nd class. Today also will, no, and will be used in the 4th class again. This was in the 1st class. This one we taught yesterday, live class. You can go and watch how to use this. Systematic review. Today we'll be using this 3rd class. Today is the 3rd class. How many of you don't know where to go and download these templates? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay, I do ask a lot of questions so that you guys will engage with me, so that you don't deviate your attention. Online class, you can deviate easily. So I'll always do this to get your attention back here. And then this one, for those who are still designing their thesis, okay, for those who are still designing their thesis and wondering how to design their table of content. Table of content is very important. Table of content is very, very, very important when you design your thesis or proposal, so that you know exactly what you need to write. If you don't know how to design a table of content, this also we have a template. And very importantly, I explained how to use this template. I haven't done a class yet, but I did a very short video on TikTok here. Okay, 111,000 views already. How to use this full thesis table of content template. Okay, so if you want to watch and learn a lot of my videos here, you can go to this particular link on TikTok. Okay, now coming to where to download this template. So let me ask you the question. Let me share with you. Linktree. Okay, so you can click that particular link, which is known as Linktree. You'll basically arrive here. Okay, basically arrive here. All of you click that link now. Click that Linktree link. Open this up. I'll show you where to go and download the templates. Open this up. Make sure you click the subscribe button here. Click this. Enter your email. Subscribe dulu. Okay, subscribe first, so that any new classes that are advertised here, you will be notified. Okay, because what I'll normally do is I'll click here and then I'll click notify. Okay, I'll notify all my subscribers on these upcoming classes. So the upcoming class, so that you won't miss out lah. Okay, so these are all our services, and then if you go down further, you can request for the templates here, but you can also download it from our Telegram group, okay, which is here. So click this fella here. Telegram, Telegram here, click here, and then you can join. 14,459 members. At any given time, usually around 1,000 people will be online, more or less. Okay, so once you are here, okay, you can download the templates. If you have trouble joining the Telegram group, please let me know. I will try to help. So all you can do is type templates for today's class. Today's class, I will share these templates for you. I'll tag you. Templates for UM. Download here. Okay, then we also need systematic review for today. So systematic review protocols. So this one, free protocols. You can use these files to build your review protocol. So systematic review protocols for UM. Okay, so you can download that. Then you can also, one other thing, systematic review in 12 steps. Okay, this file also important. Systematic review. Systematic review processes in 12 steps. You can download that diagram also. So if any of you having trouble joining, and this one is a resource center, you can search for a lot of things. Let's say you got problems. If supervisor keep telling, cannot find the right theory, this theory is not suitable. So you type theory here. You can find a lot of notes on theory. Okay, this is like a resource center. The link is right above you, Sherry. Linktree/Dr. Tawa. Just click that link. Okay. So click and join. Yes, you just have to click and join only. I don't need to allow you. That is already the invitation to join. So you just open and join, and you'll join in already. Okay. Okay, this is the link that will take you everywhere. Okay, free class. Okay, free class is right down here. I forgot to show you that. You will take this, you will click this link. It will take you to all the free classes. Okay, it will take you to all these classes. Okay. Sherry, what is the issue? Critical. Should we download app? Yeah. Telegram app you need to download. You need to download. Okay, then you have your TikTok channel here, all the free notes and YouTube channel. Yes, Sherry, you need to download. No problem. No worries. Okay, that's about it. I think everyone else can join already. So we are done with that. I've explained all of that. So that portion is done. We leave it aside now. Now we are going into what we're going to learn today. Okay, so number one, we are going to learn why systematic review, okay, and where to publish them. You have two participants raised hand. Okay, what is the issue? If you guys have any issues, kindly type down, because raising hand, sometimes I won't be able to see. Okay, I'll be just teaching only. So if you have anything you want to share, please type it down in the chat box. That will be easier. Okay, that will be really easier for us to communicate. Okay. Yeah, this is the link. You click this link, it will take you to Telegram. Okay, that is the link. Linktree/Dr. Tawa. Okay, from there you can find your way. Okay. All right. So I believe all of you are okay. If you're not okay, let me know. I'll give you all 1 more minute. If you need 1 more minute, let me know. Okay. All right. So, okay. No need to rush. Let's take 1 more minute. Okay. All settled? We continue, No problem, Hasrina. No worries. Okay. Chun? All right. Okay. So, don't worry. You are already in the WhatsApp group. So, if you have any issues, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So, I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. Okay. So, number one, why systematic review and where to publish them? Number two, types of review papers. Systematic review process, AI for thesis and journals, when to write SLR papers. Okay. If in case you missed out the previous classes, these are all the recordings you can find in my playlist of the previous classes, previous 2 classes. In case if you missed out, you don't know how to read, you're finding trouble to read a paper and analyze, go watch this class. After reading a paper, what do you need to do? Go and watch these classes to understand. These are all part of literature review process. Okay. Now coming to types of journal papers. Okay. The problem that all of us face is we always think about writing original papers only, which is empirical papers. Okay. This you can only write after you finish collecting data, after you finish writing your chapters 4 and 5 and so on. That's why this one is good, but too late. As publishing will take time. Many of your colleagues today already shared the experience. One person said it took them 2 years to publish. So if you already write the chapters 4 and 5, empirical data, 3 or 4 months time, you're going to go for Viva, then only you write your paper, you submit, imagine it takes 2 years to publish. So you cannot graduate until you publish your paper. University won't allow you to graduate. So remember that. That's why we need to start early. Remember, publishing takes time. There is no shortcut. If anyone comes and tell you there is a shortcut, I know this journal publish fast, we can publish a paper in 1 month, in 1 week, all of those are scam. Remember, all of those are scam. That is not true. They create a website that looks exactly like another journal. Example, someone comes and tell you, you can publish in Pertanika, UPM journal, Pertanika, in 1 month time. Pertanika takes almost 1 year to publish. I have many clients publish in Pertanika, almost 1 year. How this person alone can make it in 1 month? Because let's say Pertanika is pertanika.upm.edu.my example. These people will go and create a website, pertanika.publishing.upm.my or something like that. Okay, example. You won't even realize the URL. Okay, you won't even realize the URL. Then they'll say, okay, submit, you submit, they'll show on the website, okay, say accepted ready. Pay 1,000 USD now. You also will pay. But essentially, the paper is already online. First, turn it in 100% ready. First, this is real scam stories. Turn it in 100% ready. Second problem, the journal is not even Pertanika. It's not even Scopus. It's not even the actual Pertanika. All these are phishing websites. Okay, not phishing websites, Trojan websites. So it's not really the real deal. The real deal will take time. Okay, we are publishing at least, I would say, in the range of 50 to 120 journals, sometimes 1 month, in 2 months, and so on. It takes time. It takes very long time. Okay. Doctor, where can I open these videos? Which videos are? I don't know which videos. Can you be a bit more detailed? Okay. So therefore, what we're going to do today is we want to explore review articles, because review articles, you don't need data. No data, no empirical data required. So you can start writing this as soon as you finish your chapter 1 to 3, your proposal. So before you go proposal defense, before you go and design your slides, before you go through all the correction with supervisor, you can start writing your papers already. By the time you finish correction, you see your paper is still okay, still same topic. Wrap up, proofread, submit. Let the flow. So after, from your proposal defense, you have at least another 1 year to 1.5 years, sometimes even 2 years to finish your PhD. Okay. By that time, your paper already published. You already fulfill your graduation requirement ready. Fulfill ready, So what are you guys waiting for? So that's supposed to be the plan. So that's why I'm going to teach you today how to plan like that. All right. So why particularly systematic review? Okay, systematic review was originated very long ago by this guy, and then it became very active during these years, and then it became very, very active in medical sciences. Medical sciences are known for systematic review. Okay, any medical sciences students here today from UM? Any medical sciences student, any public health, surgical, microbiology, health sciences? Okay, so it is very, very, very normal to publish systematic review or Cochrane review in medical sciences health area. Very, very usual thing. Okay. Why? And okay, before I get to why. And slowly the systematic review spread to social science. Okay, the fire went to social science first. Social science now became very familiar with systematic review. From social science, especially in Malaysia, I slowly spread it to engineering area, chemical engineering, information sciences, computer science, physics, pure physics. Okay, chemical area, chemical engineering area, organic chemistry, and so on. Systematic review is alien for them. Okay, but recently I had one student from UMP who published, I think there were only 5 systematic review papers in her area, and she is one of them, organic chemistry. Okay, so very, very rare, but very good to publish. Okay, why? Because apart from all of this, clear, comprehensive, available literature, identify research gap, able to highlight methodological concerns, blah, blah, all these are normal things of literature review. But why systematic review is powerful? Because there is no bias. When you do literature review, if you follow systematic review process, there is no bias, very little bias. So therefore, reviewers will will tend to accept systematic review compared to any other types of review. Systematic review and scoping review usually are widely accepted, right? Okay, how to do this? This one I explain later with my 12 steps chart, so you don't need to worry about this. This is just for comprehension. I will explain better later. So now, before you go for systematic review journal, okay, before you want to write a paper, you want to submit, even systematic review chapter 2 also you can do. Actually, systematic review you can do in your journal. You can also do your chapter 2 literature review via systematic review method. You can do both. Right? You can do both. Okay. So now, before we start writing systematic review journal, we have to do one important thing. We have to find out whether a specific journal accepts or don't accept review papers. Not all journals will accept review papers. Please take note of that. Not all journals will accept review papers. So you need to first go and investigate if that particular journal accepts review papers or not. You need to first find out. Very, very crucial to do that. How do you find out? Okay, example. I'm not telling you to submit to MDPI. This is just example because MDPI websites are usually very good. So I'm showing you one example from MDPI. So example, this is MDPI. So if you can see down here, manuscript information, they take articles, original research manuscripts, okay, which is pretty obvious lah. This is the empirical papers, right? Then they also take reviews, okay? These provide concise and precise updates on the latest progress made in a given area of research. Systematic review should follow Prisma guideline. Okay, done. So you know, this journal will accept review papers, 100%. Now, then we have something like this. Under Elsevier, Journal of Business Research, okay, under Elsevier, impact factor, I think 11 plus now. Very, very good journal. Extremely super journal. All right. Okay. So this is Journal of Business Research. If you go in here, by Elsevier, Science Direct. So if you read the last line, in the journal, no information about review paper. So you have to read between the lines, okay, to understand whether they will accept review paper or not. Why is that an issue? Because review paper is considered not original paper because you don't collect data. You're merely reading 100 papers or 50 papers. Okay, you're reading those papers, and then you are giving your feedback, your review. Your review. Then based on that only, you can write your review paper. So therefore, you don't collect any data, you don't design framework, you don't design system, experiments, you don't do mathematical modeling, you don't do any of those. So that's why it's not all journals will recognize review papers as contribution papers. So you need to find out. This is how you find out. Yes, conceptual paper is a derivative of review paper. It's the same. Okay, review paper have so many types. Conceptual paper is one of its kind. No problem. So if you read here, published for executives, researchers, and scholars alike, the journal aids the application of empirical research, practical situations, and theoretical findings to the reality of the business world. So again, empirical research, practical situations, and theoretical findings to the reality of the business world. Now I ask you guys, I ask upon you a very, very, very important question. All of you focus here back. Answer me this. Do you think this journal will accept review paper? Your answers can be yes, no, don't know. With me, you can say don't know. No problem. If you don't know, just say don't know. If you know, just say no. If yes, just say yes. So let's see who wins it now. Okay, all of you, some say yes, some say no, some say don't know, not sure, don't know. Theoretical findings can be review and can be empirical also. It can be both. So you're not sure. So, for those who say don't know, for those who said no, for those who said yes, how do you verify this information? Very simple. If you have doubt, go back to research. Researching your way through this. So go to Google Scholar. Go to advanced search. How many of you here have used that? Never used the advanced search before? How many of you don't know its existence? Google Scholar advanced search. Okay, all right. This is a very, very powerful tool. All the Boolean operators are embedded within these functions. Boolean operators and, or, not, all those things. They are all embedded within this. Okay, very, very good, very, very powerful. If you want to know further how to use this, go to my TikTok video. I have shared. Sorry, one moment. Let me. No, I think I opened already. Let me show that. Yeah, here. All right. So if you go to this video, these two. Okay, part 1, 4 important literature review databases. Part 2, got 2 different videos. Go and watch these 2 videos. I have shared how to use Google Scholar Advanced Search. Okay, on my TikTok page. Right. So coming back to this, I'm not going to explain all of it. You can watch that video to understand, but let me just put systematic review here as an exact phrase in the paper, and then published in Journal of Business Research. Written articles published in Journal of Business Research. So I click search. Okay, then comes out. So I go for the most recent one since 2022. Okay. Elsevier, Journal of Business Research, systematic review. Systematic review, business research, Elsevier. Systematic review. Systematic review. All same journal. Systematic review. Systematic review. So now tell me, do the journal accept or don't accept review papers? Yes, it does. Okay. And if you're not sure, if you are, thinking maybe it will, maybe it won't, that's how you find out. That's how you investigate a journal. You see what is the content. Now, let's say you're publishing a paper. You are not sure. Okay. You're not sure whether this particular journal will accept. Okay. Let me just write this down. Let me just write down in my notepad. Okay. Okay. Let's say you're writing a paper on small, medium enterprises and data analytics. Okay, just some random stuff. And then you're not sure this particular journal will accept this topic or not. Do the same thing. Go to Google Scholar, name the journal and name the particular topic in the keyword. And then search, see whether they accept or not. So let's say you submit, the file reject, the file say out of scope. Take the evidence, email the editor, tell, hey, you accepted before, why mine you reject? What is the mistake? Excuse me, you can do that also. Okay. So now we already know how to do this. Okay, now fast publishing. Everyone wants to publish fast. I also want to publish fast. I also want to publish fast. Every students, even academicians, okay, even experienced academicians sometimes comes to me and Haslina, basically, Haslina asked a very good question. Basically, the editor reply quickly or not, doctor? Some editors will reply very fast. Okay. Some editors will reply maybe after a week or so. Some editors won't even reply. Okay. So it's totally depends on the editor. But some of them reply really, really fast if you're very courteous and you ask effective information. Please don't go and ask them nonsense questions. Okay. Like, why you don't accept my paper? You have to be very polite. Tell them, based on my investigation, based on my research in your journal, you are accepting paper very similar to mine. Here is my search result. Okay, from Google Scholar you show advanced search. Here are the search results. The most recent 2022-2023, you are accepting papers similar to my papers. So I am very eager to publish in your extremely prestigious journal. So kindly please let me know for my own education and my knowledge. I would like to learn from you as a student. What is the shortcoming of my paper? How can I improve my paper? Okay, your advice would be much appreciated. Just email and see your luck. Maybe they'll reply. Hasrina, because before this I already sent to the editor, but still now not reply. Change your tone, your intonation of how you write your email. Okay, and I also do something else. Very cheeky, me. Last time when I was a student. Nowadays I don't do lah. I say you publish, don't publish, your problem lah. I still submit only. Okay, so what I do, I will go and look for the editor's university. I will go to the university website. I will take their university email. I will email to their university email also. Because it's survival. You want to publish your paper and get out of your PhD and masters, right? How long you want to wait? So I'll go and email them there also. I'll email or CC their official email. Because they already rejected, right? Who cares? They don't like me, don't like lah. But I'll be still very nice. I'll go look for their email. I'll CC their editorial and their main email also. I write to both when I'm very desperate lah. If you're not very desperate, don't do that. If you're extremely desperate, then go and do that. I'll write their email also. I'll say, sorry, I've communicated via editorial email, but there is no response. Then rewrite again a very polite email. Let's see if they reply or not. Okay? Some people will appreciate your effort. Some people will hate you for that. But who cares? Okay, you want to graduate. Full stop. All right, you want to finish and buzz off and live your life. Not doing PhD for rest of your life. You don't want that. Okay? The last thing you want to do is PhD more than 3 or 4 years. That's the last thing you want to do in your life. Right? So, finding editor email. After all this, I'll do videos to share tips lah, short tips. Okay, so now coming back to journal. MDPI, I'm just still putting it there, but forget MDPI. Forget Frontiers, forget Hindawi. We have completely, in our firm, we have completely banned these 3 journals. Even if clients ask, we will say, don't lah. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen in future. If their reputation improve, then we'll consider. Until then, don't. Unless you supervisor say, like we had one surgeon from PPUM, okay, Pusat Perubatan University Malaya, okay. She's a surgeon, gynecologist. She wants to publish paper for her KPI. So she wants us to consult her, and she doesn't mind MDPI because the institution still recognizes, and she's not bothered. She's willing to pay 12,000. She doesn't matter, of course, surgeon what. Okay, so I say, okay, it's your choice. You want to publish, then we will consult you. We'll tell you how to do, teach or write the paper. We'll content edit the paper. We'll do all of it. We'll let you, and we'll submit for them sometimes, depending on the clients. Sometimes we'll submit for them. Sometimes we'll go through the whole review process. We'll write the cover letter. You know, we'll assist them on all of those things. It's the choice of the students and the supervisors. Okay, all right. Nabila, some editors replied and rejected paper within 3 days. Reason for rejecting doesn't fit into journal scope. Yeah, that is the usual thing they will say. Okay, but that's not the real reason. The real reason could be, sorry to say, a weak paper. Majority of the time, the paper is weak, but they don't want to tell it on your face, so they will say out of scope. This is the ugly truth, unfortunately. Okay, all right. There could be another reason also. They can be full. For that year, for that volume, they can be full. So they don't accept anymore. So what they will say, out of scope. All right. Next option, you'll have journals like IEEE Access. You'll have Helion, Elsevier. These are all open access. Sage Open. And then you'll have, what else? Applause One. These are all open access journals. Will cost you a bomb. But I wouldn't say they are fast, but they are faster than free journals. They are not as fast as MDPI. MDPI is crazy. MDPI is super fast. I published my papers in MDPI. I was a guest editor in MDPI Census. I published my paper in MDPI Sustainability, Open Innovation, Census, and so on. I think we published under 35 days. I submit, usually first review 25, 29, or maybe 30 days. do revision in 1 to 2 days, 35th day, 36th day, already published paper. That's how fast we will move MDPI, very, very fast. But that backfired. Okay? So, now we already know where to publish papers, how to look for journals, what are the options we have, how do we go investigate. Next, what kind of papers you can write, types of review papers. Okay. These are all review papers. Don't think there are only one type. There are so many different types you can see. Okay. So, what is blue color? Blue color is narrative review. Red color is systematic review. Okay. Blue color, narrative. Red color, systematic. Is it similar to conceptual paper? What do you mean, Safwan? I don't get your question. Sorry. Can you repeat again? Elaborate the question, please. Okay. Now coming back to this, I'll wait for you to ask first. Okay. What is narrative and what is systematic? When you do your thesis, when you write your chapter 2, you do whatever you want, right? Literature review. You go and read whatever papers you want. You go and analyze whatever papers you want. Papers you don't understand, you sweep under the carpet. Okay, you just leave it aside. You don't want to read anymore, right? That's normal. Okay, that's normal. Okay, you read 1, 2 pages, you don't understand. You open the carpet, you put the paper down there. See, I don't want to see this paper for the rest of my life. These kind of things will happen. Okay, all those will happen under narrative review. Okay, narrative review. What is narrative review? There is no process. There is no concept. Okay, there is no protocol. Nothing. It's cowboy era. You do whatever you feel right. As long as it's critical, there is story to tell, can narrate, narrative, can narrate the story, you're okay. Right? So, Safwan's question, is narrative paper similar to concept? Conceptual paper, you can do narrative, you can do systematic, you can do scoping also. Conceptual paper, you can do all three, depending on the author, how you want to write it. We have done narrative conceptual paper, published in Web of Science Q1. We have done systematic web concept paper, published in Q1. I did my own paper, published last year, Q1 also, scoping review conceptual paper. You can. Haslina, can we research? Yeah. Citing MDPI, Francis Hindavi, not a problem. Not a problem. I don't think there is a problem anymore. Okay. So, what is the problem with you do whatever you want? You will have bias. Okay, bias. You know what is bias, right? Okay, you know what is bias, can? Bias is very clear. Okay, anyone don't know what is the meaning of bias? Okay, I think all of you know what is bias. Narrative review, that means your common literature review that you do in your chapter 2, they can be highly biased. That's why reviewers don't like narrative review paper. So therefore, we stop writing narrative review paper. We don't want. We'll recommend to clients, don't write narrative review paper. You can write systematic review paper or scoping review paper. All right, systematic or scoping. These two are well recognized. I wouldn't say easy to publish, but definitely better opportunity than narrative review. Definitely. Okay. So from this, blue color are all narrative review, critical review, literature review, mixed studies, mixed method review, overview, rapid review, state-of-the-art review, umbrella review. Blue color, all narrative review. Okay. Then you have red color, systematic review, mapping review, systematic map. The description later you can read. I'll share the slides with you. You can read later. I'm just showing you the direction. Today's class is showing you the direction, pointing you at the right location, the right GPS mapping, which way you should go in your study. Meta-analysis, medical sciences, they know meta-analysis very well. We just we don't do many meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is a very, very complex request. We are doing one meta-analysis now. Systematic review with meta-analysis. It's a very complex process. Okay. But it's very powerful candidate for Web of Science. If you want to publish Web of Science Q1, Q2 with systematic review, or Q3, Q4 also with systematic review, try do meta-analysis. Prisma yes, Prisma was designed for systematic review and meta-analysis. The name itself, Prisma, right? Prisma, that SMA at the end is systematic review and meta-analysis. Later, I'll show you the definition. PRISMA, right? Prisma, that SMA is systematic review and meta-analysis. Okay? All right. So then you have qualitative systematic review. Any qualitative students here today? Any qualitative folks today? Okay. Quali, you can write this. Thematic analysis. We do this also all the time. Very powerful. Very tough to write. Not easy, but very powerful paper. All right. Web of Science can or not? I think can. If you do it right, I think can. Okay. Then you have the normal systematic review, systematic search and review, systematized review. Okay, these are all systematic review. Then we have one standalone candidate, scoping review. This one is also a very good paper to write. What are the differences? I will show you in the coming slides. Okay. Sample review papers. These are the papers that we have worked on. Coaching, consulting, proofreading, paraphrasing. We brought it all the way until publication. Some of the toughest and the most respectable papers that we have consulted on. We are really proud of this work. If you are from social science, you want to learn how to write systematic review paper, go and read this paper. This is from my very good friend, Dr. Kashif Ali. Okay. SSCI Q1, impact factor 3.67. Now more already. Now I think this is Total Quality Management, Taylor Francis. Let me find. I forgot. I don't know, can find or not. The actual name of the journal is different. This is only the topic, I think. Total Quality Management, Taylor and Francis. I think this is the paper, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, this is the one. So, how do you find out what is the impact factor of a paper? Very, very simple. You go and search the journal. You go to their matrix. About this journal, go to their matrix, journal matrix. From there, you can find out. Like this paper now, it's 3.9 to 3.9 impact factor now. So, almost 4 already. Okay, Q1. Okay, 3.9 impact factor. That's one way to find out. Okay, or you can also find out in Web of Science JCR, Journal Citation Ranking. Integrative literature review is another form of review. Okay, we have only conducted that 2 times in the entire lifetime of us consulting for papers. Only 2 times. Not many are interested, not easy to publish. I would suggest you to just stick with systematic review. This is my personal experience. Okay. So, this is a very good paper to read. You can download this from Telegram group. If you already joined the Telegram group, you can look for this paper. I will also email you. Don't worry. It's a very good paper. In systematic review, this is an essential diagram. Must have this diagram. This shows the demographic over the years. Okay, it should show an exponential increase to show the interest expanded in this area over the years, 1994 to 2019. Okay, over the years, a lot of people researching in this area. Very, very crucial diagram to show. Then this one is the standard databases used, search string used, and so on. Okay, in the last class, I already shared how to design search string. Okay, if you missed out, go to my Facebook Live. Okay, the playlist will be there, the videos will be there. You can find out how to design search string. Search string is very important design. I also taught in the previous class, if I'm not mistaken, how to use Web of Science and how to use Scopus to search for papers. Okay, then next thing, design your Prisma table, your protocol. We call this protocol. So when we consult a systematic review paper or scoping review paper, we follow 3 processes. These are the right processes. First, we will consult on designing the protocol first. Okay, not this. This is the later one, but a protocol which will include research question, will include search string, will include keywords, will include inclusion exclusion criteria, and then will include all the databases. We will design all of that together with the student, and then after the protocol approved, then we will do an Excel file with all the related publications according to individual databases. Web of Science will have one tab, Scopus will have one tab. Let's say you want PubMed have one tab. And then maybe you want Science Direct will have one tab. But usually we just propose Web of Science Scopus, more than enough. Okay. Then once all of those approved, students and we discuss all okay, then only the full paper development process will take place. Then only we and the student will develop the paper together. The process will go through. So remember, systematic review, you got 3 stages. Don't go straight up, start writing the paper. No. Get protocol design first. Discuss supervisor. Get approval. Everything must be on track. Then only you must do Excel. The Excel file must have all the literature listed already clearly. Okay, because this Excel later, if the reviewer asks, you can give the Excel. See, these are the papers we listed. Now, take. Sometimes they don't trust. They will ask you. Okay. Then only you must write the final paper. When can extract all the journal? Hence, we can come up with figure 4. What is figure 4? Huh? Or figure 4? This one. This one, you can do the search and you can get the diagram from Web of Science and Scopus itself. You can. In the previous class, I already shared how to get this diagram. You can download all the sources from Web of Science Scopus. You can also add them into Mendeley. And then you can plot this graph easily. Okay? So, this protocol here, I have given the file already. You can do it yourself if you want to. Here, these are the files. So you open this, you will get that. You can edit it on your own if you want to. So all of it given for free. You can have a look at it. Okay. This is medical sciences. We have some medical sciences. This is a paper we consulted on also. This is a diabetic, sorry, not diabetic. Diabetic paper under Australian Dental Journal. Systematic review and meta-analysis. Okay, this one has meta-analysis. SCIQ2 impact factor 2.419. This is its protocol, and that is what we do when we do meta-analysis. That's what you're supposed to do. Then, this is for engineering guys. Any engineering guys here today? Okay. Engineering also, you can publish even conceptual paper. This is a systematic review conceptual paper that we consulted some time ago for UTM, published in SCIQ1 impact factor 5.318. Okay, very, very good paper. Actually, the PhD is technical, but they took a slight migration to review part and they published a very powerful paper. This is the conceptual framework of the study. This is the protocol. Just as someone asked conceptual paper narrative, right? This is conceptual paper systematic review. Also can be done. All right, also can be done. This example also you can find in our Telegram group. Okay, next thing, systematic review process. Okay, systematic versus scoping. Very simple. The differences are systematic review by right, by law decided under systematic review. You can only cite journals, empirical journals. Okay, if you're doing quantitative, you're doing experimental papers. That is what those are your sources. No book, no review paper. Okay, no anything else. Wikipedia, of course, no Wikipedia, no white papers, no policies, nothing. Only empirical. But here, under scoping review, you can do all of it. Everything can. That's why they call it scoping, because you scope down to a topic. That is the only difference between these two. There are some minor differences, but this is the major difference. Systematic review is something very narrow. Scoping review is something very broad. That's why they created two different. Doctor, if I'm looking into local journals like Institute of Army Baki, is it considered a good Scopus journal? If it is indexed in Scopus, then it is considered good Scopus. If it is not indexed in Scopus, then it's not. What is the title of the journal? Please kindly share full title. Okay. How many of you here Never seen this diagram before. Because if possible, I want to skip this today. But I need to know. If you guys never seen before, I'll explain. Never seen before, huh? Never ever, huh? Okay. Research for review paper related and do systematic review from those papers. Some advanced research for review paper related and do systematic. Actually, systematic review by right, you shouldn't even. I won't skip on us. Don't worry. Virawati, if you want to do systematic review, you shouldn't even use review paper as your source. Okay, it should come. It should come from your empirical papers. That should be your review source. Okay. Now, this is my 12 steps framework, our consulting framework for PhD and master's thesis and publications. Even for supervisors, they will plan with us. When they have students, they want to plan publication, they will come and ask me, okay, when do I prepare myself, doc? When do I extract journals and so on? Even from UM also will consult, okay? So if you want the full diagram, you can download it from my website. This is my website. Right there. You can check out our Google review here. All our services. You go down, these are all our achievements, but recently I never update, no time to update. These are the steps. You can find it here. Okay, all the steps, pricing, testimonial, and where we are located. Okay. So from here, PhD proposal, PhD thesis. One moment, let me just. I don't know if this is Scopus journal or not. What is the journal name? Can you give me the journal name? Yeah, sure. Website. Website. Natara, can you give me the full journal name? This is the website link. Okay, I never add my website. No problem. I forgot to add my website into Linktree. Just remember. Okay. Journal Pengurusan Kepimpinan Pendidikan. Okay, jap So we can go to Simago JR. This is how you find out if a journal is Scopus or not. So Simago JR, this is Scopus one. No, it's not even Scopus. According to your title you have given to me, I've just searched in front of you. It's not even Scopus. So you can't even recognize it as Scopus, let alone asking whether it's good quality or not. Okay? No problem. Okay, coming back to this. Now let's get to this very quickly. When you go through master's or PhD, first thing you need to cover is proposal part. Then only think about thesis part. When you come to me for coaching and consulting, stop thinking about analysis, chapter 4, 5, all that. Don't. Think about where you are now. Proposal, focus on proposal first. In PhD and masters, you need to divide and conquer. Don't put everything together. And in Malay, we have a very good term for that. Don't roja everything. For international students, we call it roja. Don't roja everything. Don't think now you're only starting to think about topic, you're already thinking about finishing already. Don't. Relax, calm down. Always don't get into panic mode. Okay, don't think, oh, I need to finish in 3 years. You will finish, don't worry. But look at the immediate problem. It's good to plan. I'm not saying don't plan, but look at the immediate problem. Immediate problem is you must first finalize a topic, get your research objective, research question done, build a framework, build a solution, find the problem first, theory, and so on. So what to do for that? So go through these processes. Don't get all over the place. That's why I created this diagram. You know exactly what you need to do at every step. In UM, slightly different. After PD, you'll have another stage called CD somewhere here. CD will come somewhere here, candidature defense. Okay. One moment, sorry. Just quick one. Okay. We are running out of time, so let me just go very quickly. So you need to always start with 10 pages proposal first. Okay, every step here we will coach and consult. So you have to always start with 10 pages proposal first. After 10 pages proposal, go directly into chapter 1 to 3. But your supervisor must approve this first. Then only you go to chapter 1 to 3 proposal. Then even here, normally when we coach, we will let you only submit chapter by chapter. We will advise you to submit chapter by chapter. Chapter 1, get approval, then chapter 2, get approval, then chapter 3. Go stage by stage. Take one step at a time. Okay. Then make sure that you proofread. Make sure your language and communications are at most of importance when you want to do research. Remember, your examiners here during PD will not talk to you first. They read your document first. Grammarly is good, okay, but not enough. This is the honest truth. Go and find any proofreaders you want in the world. Make sure they do better job than Grammarly. If they don't do better job than Grammarly, then you're wasting your time. As simple as that, okay? So once that is done, okay, then prepare for proposal defense. Okay, that's what we normally do after you finish proofreading and so on. Here we provide lifetime language warranty and certificate, obviously. We will coach and consult for your proposal defense. We will prepare you before you go for proposal defense. Now you can see here, concurrently we have journal extraction here. You can realize that journal extraction. Conceptual paper, systematic review. This one also can be systematic review, like can be 2 different papers. So when you're going through all these remaining processes, you can also go through this. That means you already write and submitted here. Your review process will be going here. So while you're doing all this, imagine if you only start writing your paper here. After you get all your empirical data, you finish your analysis, then you start writing only here. You are very close to your Viva already. Not enough time to publish. So remember that. Remember that very carefully. So after review paper, write concurrently, finish your defense. Make sure you address each and every comments very carefully. Very, very carefully. Okay, this is one of the main segments that we coach and consult. Students who started with us, normally this part will coach and consult. Usually, if they go through our process very carefully, they do proofreading here, guarantee will get minor correction. If they don't proofread here, usually here minor correction quite tough. Language really plays a huge role in this aspect. Okay, then you go for data collection. Okay, data collection. We normally look into SPSS, AMOS, Smart PLS, NVivo, Atlas TI, MATLAB, XRD, chemical analysis software, engineering softwares, and so on and so forth. Then finish chapter 4 and 5. Maybe you'll have more 6, 7, 8, and so on. Yes, Anas, that's how you have to project your whole journey. Then you align, you combine your chapter 1 to 5. Okay, each and every step will consult except this. This one you have to do on your own. Here, Viva, you have to do on your own. That one we cannot come with you. Okay, right? Then chapter 1 to 5, you integrate them together very nicely. Okay, update references, add more content, and so on and so forth. Then only you extract more journal here. Meta-analysis, okay, empirical papers. But remember, as I said, you must finish your publication requirement here itself. So by here or here, you must publish already when you hit here. But if you're only starting here, your Viva is here. How are you going to have enough time? That is the problem. All right. So then make sure, please go and proofread. Like I said, Grammarly is good, but it is not enough. Okay, it is not enough. I can show you why it's not enough. I've shown on TikTok already. Right? Because when it comes to proofreading, it's not just checking grammar. Grammar is easy. Okay. But what we want is narration of story, flow of information, whether it's all connected or not, whether your examiner can make sense of what you're trying to say or not. That's where proofreading, editing, structuring, paraphrasing all comes into play. Okay, then preparing you for Viva, that's what we do, similar to proposal defense. CD, there'll be one CD here. Okay, CD comes here for UM somewhere here or usually here or here lah. Okay, either one of these 2 places. Right? Then prepare you for Viva. mock Viva, we will coach you through how to defend. We will scrutinize you. After that, finish your Viva, normally major or minor, we will assist and coach. No problem, no worries. Okay, don't feel that you're left out at any point in time. Haslina, basically how long it takes for proofread, doctor? Kalau thesis, more than 200 pages, at least 1 month. I would advise at least 1 month. Less than 200 pages, let's say proposal, about 3 weeks would be good. Okay. Yin Liu, review paper publication takes longer than the original paper or not? All the papers takes time. There's no such thing. Review papers also takes time. Empirical papers also takes time. No one can tell you firm up that this will take longer than this. It all comes down to the kind of editors you get, how lazy they are, the kind of reviewers you get, how super lazy or busy they are, how fast they respond. Everything comes down to that. It doesn't matter what kind of papers. Okay? So, but of course, review paper is tougher to publish than empirical paper. Not longer, but tougher to publish. Okay? So, this one we can forget. Okay, now these people are not taking this anymore. They want more guided coaching and consulting. So, now most of our clients are taking this. Okay, mode number 3, this is how we coach and consult. Accelerated thesis, proposal, or journal consultancy. Okay, we will normally build a very detailed coaching plan. We'll take you step by step to coach and consult. Then mode number 4, content editing for special cases. Okay, for special cases, this one depends on your requirement. These are the 2 things that we usually do at every step, except proposal defense or Viva. That one we cannot do anything. Okay, coming down to systematic review methodologies. Forget about everything else. We focus more on Prisma. Okay, more on Prisma. But you got other things. You got Ramses, you got Roses. Roses is good for chapter 2 thesis. Quite good, Roses. What is Prisma? Preferred reporting items for systematic reviews and meta-analysis. That is the definition. Okay. I'm not going to go through all this. Don't worry. Because if I go through all this, you will never write systematic review in your entire life. That one I can guarantee you. Prisma itself has 27 items. 27 main items. Belum include sub-items yet. So if you go through all these requirements that they have stated here, guarantee you will never write a systematic review. Yes, Virawati, you will never write. Look at all the requirements. This one all, they tell you literally how to write every single section, every single paragraph. They will tell you what to do. And most of the things you won't even know what they're talking about because it's more related to medical sciences. All right. So for other subject areas, you don't need most of it. Medical sciences, when we do more, even medical sciences, so when we consult PLOS ONE, BMC, many kind of papers we consult, we don't really go through this 100%. So don't worry, I'm just showing you how complex it is actually, but I have somewhat simplified it. Okay, I've somewhat simplified it. This is the latest changes in Prisma. Also, you can ignore, no need to worry. I just put here to show you how difficult your life can be, which will translate into this kind of protocol. Can you imagine drawing this kind of protocol? There are 14 items in this protocol that you need to draw. Even databases, you can see how many databases they use. These are all crazy stuff. Okay, real crazy stuff. So what I've done, I have simplified it only into 12 simple steps. I've simplified it. Okay. Step 1, form your research questions or problems. Okay. Then go and do preliminary search to validate the idea. How to validate? Check in Google Scholar. Like what I showed you just now, use advanced search, check in Google Scholar. Anyone submitted or published same as yours. For medical sciences, you can check in Prospero. For other sciences, social, physical, engineering, chemical, all that, you can check in Google Scholar. You can check for any similar papers published already. Then set your inclusion-exclusion criteria. Okay. Then define your search strategy, which is inclusive of your keywords used, Boolean operators, and filters. How to do all these? This one, all these separate classes already. Yeah? You can see some parts I've explained on my Facebook Live, but this all is individually will take 1 to 2 hours to explain. So I'm going to go fast track. Don't get angry with me. 2 hours is not enough to explain all this. I'm just giving you a quick tip. You can deep dive into it or just wait for my workshop, which will come. I'm designing my workshop now. Haven't finished yet. Okay, 2 years I'm designing my workshop, no time, all right, to go into, to deep delve into all these details. Then you select your databases, Web of Science, Scopus, and so on. Then write your protocol. I've given you the protocol file ready, which is in the Telegram, all right. Now you start screening. How you start screening? You use your inclusion-exclusion criteria. So from here, let's say after the search, you get 100 papers. You first screen abstract and title. Okay, abstract, keyword, title. These 3 things you can screen. You may come down to maybe 70 papers. 30 thrown away, not relevant. Okay. Then from there, you go into full text screening of the 70 papers. After you full text screen the 70, maybe you minus another 30, you may only have 40 papers to review. From the 40, you can do some manual search, forward, backward, snowballing, and so on. Forward, backward, snowballing, I'll teach you more in the next class, fourth class, I'll teach you more on what is forward, backward, snowballing. So don't worry about that. So from 40 papers, maybe you will add on another 20 papers. So end up, you'll have 60 papers. Then you do quality assessment. Quality assessment differs according to your subject area. Okay, quality assessment differs according to subject area. So read previous systematic review papers. See how they did their quality assessment. Then from there, start reviewing all the selected papers. Khadija, how many articles we should include if we want to do SLR in chapter 2 dissertation? Hard to say, hard to say. No one can give you a fixed number. Can be 30, can be 50, can be 100. All depends on your inclusion, exclusion criteria. And after your search string, when you search, you get papers, you use your filtration, you filter. What the end number will be depends on your subject area. No one can tell. Supervisor will tell, I want 100 papers. I want 1,000 papers. No such thing. If they're demanding that, that means they don't know what is systematic review. Full stop. Okay? So, no problem. So, if you want to explain to your supervisor, that's how you have to explain. I cannot give you a fixed number. Please don't fix the number. Politely, of course. Once I finish the search, I will tell you how many papers I can get. Okay? So because you cannot magically create papers. The papers are already there. And then you're going to filter. And then whatever n number you get, even 1,000, you get 1,000 lah. Sit and review 1,000 lah. What to do? All right. Then start reviewing all the selected papers and extract similar differential information. Then produce literature matrix. Next class, fourth class, we will explore more on literature matrix. This also fourth class. Okay. Stay tuned for that. Okay. Now selection of databases, very simple. Just follow what your previous papers have selected as databases. Your previous papers, just follow that through. Very easy stuff. In your area, look at Web of Science papers, which database. Normally they'll select Web of Science Scopus. Just follow that. Enough. Okay. And when you want to explain why you follow that, you can explain like this paper. You see here, they will say, they explain why they select databases. These databases were chosen based on systematic review guideline from the Social Care Institute for Excellence. If you have anywhere to refer, you can refer. The experiences of other researchers. See, like I said, you can quote all the papers. And then if your librarians are good enough to advise you, in overseas countries, librarians are very good. But in Malaysia, I'm not so sure. If your librarians can tell you which one, then you can quote them, but usually they don't know lah. Okay, usually they don't have that much of knowledge. Okay, so that's how you explain it. Okay. Okay, now inclusion, exclusion criteria. Okay, inclusion, exclusion criteria. Actually, you can write whatever that is relevant. Include high impact paper, include Web of Science paper only, include certain keywords, you know, blah, 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 these kind of things. So in this case, how many papers, what Khadija asked, depends on these factors here and depends on the factors here. Okay. If you have very little factors here, your precision will be high, your sensitivity will be low. You will get far little papers. But if you just unnecessarily increase this, just to have more papers, your sensitivity will increase. That means you'll get more papers, but precision will be low. End up, you'll be reading a lot of papers that are not really very relevant to you. Okay, so when you design this, I've given one good example here. You can go through later. If you go to my template here, one moment. Hello. Morning, yeah. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the interruption. You can download this template, SLR inclusion template. I've given you the differences lah. So I've given you the topic, how you can deviate, how you can tune the inclusion criteria versus your exclusion criteria. Okay, how you can deviate. So 1, 2, you can add in more keywords or more factors for you to consider so that you can absorb in more papers, but it also affects your time and your precision. Okay, that means you're reading, you will be reading and including unnecessary papers, which may weaken your paper, Okay, then you use this PDF file, which I've given in the Telegram group. You can summarize every paper. I've given you how you can summarize all the template given here already. You can summarize all of that, every paper that you read, and then you can produce literature matrix like this. I'll teach you in the next class how to do literature matrix very quickly. That is our 4th class. Okay. So you can read all of that there. Every item here, okay, every item here, every column here will be 1 row here. So literature matrix is compulsory for systematic review. You must have it. All right. Okay, now going to the 4th section, AI for thesis and journals. Okay, let me be very honest before I start. This time, I'm going to give you all negative aspects of AI tool. Okay, all negative aspects of it. Next 4th class, I'm going to give you the positive aspect of it. I better tell you what are the problems that comes with AI, because a lot of people are selling it and they're selling it wrong. Okay. First of all, most AI tools don't have access to all the databases. That is a major problem, major catastrophic problem. Because Web of Science, Scopus, Science Direct, all, they never give API, application protocol interface. They don't give API to AI tools, so they cannot search through it. So you won't actually get all the high impact papers, especially ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the last thing you should use for research. I'm being absolutely honest. A lot of fake information, outdated information, and not even academic journal is there. Okay. Can we contain only one database? Or at least 2 lah, in at least 2. Sherry, yes, we will email to you. Don't worry. Okay. So therefore, I've given you template with all the databases that you can go and search for papers. Okay, plugins that in the upgraded ChatGPT. Even if you upgraded, okay, ChatGPT, but it won't have 100% access to all the journals. It won't, because it cannot read the journal. Let me ask you a very simple question lah. Okay, it has the plugin. Okay, it cannot read the journal and give you the information because Sherry, we will email to you. Don't worry. Okay, you can register. You already registered yourself. We have your email information. We will email you. Don't worry. So Khadija, because let me ask you a very simple question. If you go out of UM network, okay, if you go out of UM network, can you read Elsevier paper, Science Direct paper, Springer paper, Taylor Francis paper, Wiley papers, IEEE papers, and so on, without the access through UM? Can you read or not? Can any of you read papers without UM access? Exactly. So no matter what plugin you have, ChatGPT is not reading the paper. Why? Because if ChatGPT can already read the papers, UM and every universities in the world will stop paying these publishers to read their papers. The access that you're getting, they have to pay millions of dollars. Every year they pay a lot of money to get access. Elsevier company is worth $6 billion USD. $6 billion. Do you think they'll give free access to ChatGPT and then let them read all the papers? The moment they do that, all universities will cut. They won't pay. Why they want to pay? You think UM want to pay so many million of ringgit and dollars to read papers? If they want everything for free. I also want everything for free. Okay, we are known for getting things free. So that is the main concern. Please don't listen to any idiots out there who tells that ChatGPT is actually giving you all the information. It is not. It is creating fake information. What Nurul Nadia said is true. It is creating fake information and fake references. Okay? So, please be very, very careful. Okay? Please be very, very careful. Yes, Yasmin. Connected papers also very, very limited because not only 4.0 Sherry's, even the previous version ChatGPT also can give you correct references, but not all the time. 60 to 80% of the time, it still gives you fake references. Okay? You have to analyze every single references. To be careful, right? Okay, so, and the worst part, ChatGPT will never be able to access Web of Science. Never. Okay. I would tell you the only reliable AI tool that I like that you can use, you can go and buy the license directly, is LeadMap. In the next class, I will share with you LeadMap. It is something like connected papers, but more comprehensive. LeadMaps are good. Everything else is, I won't say pure rubbish lah. They are, ChatGPT is rubbish. For research, I can tell you ChatGPT is rubbish. But everything else, as a new student, you don't know how bad is ChatGPT. I, as an experienced researcher, I know how bad is ChatGPT. That is the difference. That's why people sometimes cannot agree with me. I know because I've been doing research for many years now. I know fake information when I see. But LeadMap is not bad. Site AI, same problem, don't have access to all databases. So you will be basically missing out on a lot of information. Chat PDF is okay, all right, okay, but I won't trust it because how sure are we that it understands what it's reading? How sure are we? We don't know. We're just relying on someone who did the programming at the back software, and then we're just trusting it blindly. How sure are you that the flow is giving you all the information needed? You don't know because you never read the paper. So that's why Chat PDF, I wanted to recommend, but I'm still very scared. Okay, because out of 100 papers, you ask the flow, read, the flow give you all the information, you cite, and then suddenly the examiner come throw the same, let's say 5 of the 100 papers, they say, why this information all not in your paper? Why this review is not true? Why this review is actually not what you are seeing? How are you going to answer? Think about all the worst cases can happen because you know why? The examiners don't use Chat PDF to read. They actually read the papers. They will go through the content. And sometimes they would have co-authored the paper also. You don't know. Okay? Because examiners will come within your area. Be careful. Okay? If you ask me, for searching purposes, you can use AI tool. For reading purposes, for summarizing purposes, don't use. You can, you using AI to read papers, to summarize papers for you is similar to you using Wikipedia. The day that you can use Wikipedia in your PhD is the day that these things will work. If Wikipedia cannot use, this also cannot use. Because why? It's unreliable. Azira, can you recommend any AI tool that work like ChatGPT convincing output academician? No, don't have. If I have, I'll definitely will tell you. I'll be the first person to use. I'll fire most of my people. I'll start doing everything on my own. I save a lot of money, but I don't have. There is none. Okay, because you know why? Research world is very protective. All the literature material are protected, not open access. All universities are paying these publishers, Elsevier, IEEE, Science, Taylor Francis, Wiley, Emerald, all of them are paid hefty money to access their publication. They control the research world. So all this AI tool, these people won't give access. Because the moment they give access, these universities down here who are paying them will cancel subscription because it's cheaper to pay AI tool. Because AI tool can get all the access. So they will never, they always cut AI. AI will pick up papers from ResearchGate, from any free website, a bit here and there, touch up will give you. You think it's very comprehensive. It is not. It is not. Okay. Asia Bano, I just wrote here, there, lead map. This is the name, lead map. Okay. This is the only one I can recommend. The rest, I don't think so. Paper, AI reading for you, AI writing for you, AI summarizing for you. Without you reading the paper, how sure are you AI is giving you the right information? How would you know? How you guys are daring enough to take the risk? And this AI tool was written by some idiot who don't know much about research somewhere in the world. It's not written by, top companies. It's not done by Tesla or Apple. How are you guys trusting this software? Think about it. Ask yourself. Okay. Virawati, inclusion, exclusion keyword can be so many similar meaning content keyword. Can we limit the as we feel more? Yes, you can limit. You can limit. Definitely you can limit, Virawati. No problem. Okay, Asia Wano, I replied you ready. Khatija, no problem. No, Nadia. Can you suggest reliable reference manager? Mendeley, Zotero. Three things. Zotero, EndNote, Mendeley. These three things. Thank you, Rizwan. I'm not against using AI. I'm just very afraid of AI because AI for me is like using Wikipedia. I don't even know who the hell is working at the back. The first summarizing paper for me, Chat PDF is reading the paper for me, telling me this is the critical information. How am I supposed to trust this thing? Is it really giving me Chat GPT? Okay, AI is one thing, turn it in. Chat GPT, I check 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, 7.0, whatever 0.0. The floor don't have access to any publication. Where is the floor getting the source information from? The floor cannot access any journals in the world. I need all the journals in the world to do research, but the floor cannot access. So where is the floor getting information from? I don't know. I don't know. So how you guys are relying on this? Okay, Yasmin, through Dr. How to claim as expert later, all knowledge. Exactly. Yes, Azira. So be very careful. Moidin, how to join the Telegram group? I'm in WhatsApp group. Later, I'll share the link again. Or later, my guys will share the link. Thank you, Runia. I can speak Mandarin, so that's why. All right. Okay. Another major catastrophic problem, okay, that a lot of people don't know is Turnitin's AI. When you scan as a student, you won't see the AI. But when supervisors scan, AI after Quillbot, AI after Jenny AI, I've used Jenny AI, use Quillbot, you use ChatGPT, any AI, what is the other one? Googlebot, all of it, everything now, our recent experiment, I experiment all the time, everything can be detected. Everything, all right? So this is direct ChatGPT result, 100% Turnitin AI. I use Quillbot 5 times to paraphrase. I can only go down to 89% because end of the day, most of the AI tool use GPT Open AI framework. Open AI framework. What is this? This is how they teach the computer, the engine, NLP engine, to write. All follow a specific framework. So any AI tool you use when the flow write, the flow will follow this framework. So Turnitin AI can pick up like that. So very hard to escape. This is another crucial problem. Just now we talk about precision. Now we talk about policing. Two different things. Don't use Quillbot. Quillbot is rubbish. Quillbot is totally rubbish. It changes context. I've seen students failing. Don't want to say name lah. Okay, seen students failing. Okay, because of Quillbot. Please don't. Do on your own, paraphrasing. Try on your own. Trinka AI, I never tried before. Like I said, please don't use so many AI tools. Don't know who is developing. We don't know how good it is. Don't use. It's like Wikipedia. Can you use Wikipedia? You don't even know what the flow is telling. Please don't use any AI tool that is coming like that. Okay, please don't. Quillbot is rubbish. Okay, honestly rubbish. So if we write our own sentence and paraphrase using Quillbot, please don't use Quillbot. Yes, if you use Quillbot to paraphrase, it will be detected by Turnitin AI. Stop wasting your money on Quillbot. I'm telling you, Grammarly is far better. Grammarly, I'm telling you, is not enough, but Grammarly is far better than any other this rubbish software. You don't know who's at the back developing this. Some guy come out of bachelor degree, they know how to use software, they just write software, they use all the Python framework they develop, they use OpenAI engine, they connect, they give, they sell. We also don't know, we also start using pay, use, suddenly at the end of the day, examiner come, or 2018 scan, boom, explode everything. Sit down, redo all. Please be careful, okay? Don't use AI to summarize, don't use AI to read, don't use AI to write. Don't. Because the interpretation can be completely different. Don't. If you want to use, you use, okay? I'm not telling don't use, but I'm telling you the end result would not be what it's supposed to be. That's what I'm afraid for. And now Turnitin AI can pick up. This after using Quillbot. From 100%, I run through Quillbot 5 times. Only went down to 89%. I actually shown the whole experiment. You can go here, TikTok again, go to my playlist. You can watch all the videos here. I've shown all the experiments here. Go and find out on your own. Okay? Make this name as panelist. I'm Saran here. Daniel Daris. Wait. Let me look for you, Daniel Daris. Participants, panelists, Daniel. Wait, I need to change this name to panelists. Okay, done. Translator, I'm not so sure, Yanto. Translator, I never experimented before, to be honest. I never. Asia Bano, I can understand. I can understand weak in English. You are weak in English, and that is the main reason I say don't use, because you don't know if the output is correct or not. That's the best part. It's chicken and egg story, right? I don't know English, so I use a tool that is not really very good to interpret my writing. But I am not sure whether the output is correct or not, because my English is very weak. So it's chicken and egg story, right? Think about it logically. No problem, Hasrina. So we're almost finishing. Just wait. We're almost finishing. So this is YouTube channel. You can read at every YouTube channel talks about GPT or AI. You can see fake references, fake information, fake writing. You can see all the comments. This is where I started investigating AI tools. I get a lot of offer to sell AI tools. Okay, sure, Aslina. I get a lot of offer to sell AI tools. I will get paid handsomely, but I don't sell. Because I have very good following. I got 100,000 on Facebook, 30,000 on TikTok, 14,000 on Telegram, and several thousand on WhatsApp and so on. But I don't sell yet because I don't trust them. I can make easy money like that just recommending them. Just influence students to use. If I tell you now one app, you will definitely use. That is how much of trust people have on me. But I don't sell. Even LeadMap, I'm not selling. But LeadMap, I know it's a good tool. If you want to use, you can use. It's up to you. Everything else, I don't recommend. Okay? So, this one we can skip now. For those who are using Quillbot, read this. This student failed her PhD. Okay, failed the PhD. In the last decade, globalization has grown strongly, describe the role of finance and trade. In the most area-seeking FDI, to create a new living space. My goodness. Foreign direct investment, the thesis is on finance. After using Quillbot, read this carefully. In the most area-seeking foreign direct investment, I don't know what the hell it means, to create a new living space. Suddenly from finance, the whole thesis became IKEA. Okay, living space, IKEA. Can go to Sweden already. As a source of economic performance to bright global future. Therefore, investment in technological advances has a disequalizing impact. I've never used this word in my entire life before. I don't even know what it means. There is no meaning to it, disequalizing. Technology advances, a disequalizing impact is consistent with the view that new technology in both advanced and developing economies increases the premium on skills and automates relatively low skill inputs. Can you understand anything from this? The student crunched through the whole thesis. Quillbot failed. PhD fail. But failure have to redo the thesis, resubmit again. We are paraphrasing now, not from this copy. This copy, even God cannot understand what she wrote. If the God came down, God also won't understand. So we have to start back from the original copy. Okay? So please be careful. Fail, PhD fail. I don't want to tell which university also lah. I feel very bad. But yeah, Quillbot. Okay? Think. AI tool is not Apple or Tesla or Amazon developing. It's some idiot sitting somewhere developing. Just for money. They put tools together at the background, take AI, and done. Yes. Okay. So let's go to the final segment. Papers to write during PhD. Okay, wait a few more minutes. I need to turn on a call. So as soon as I turn on, then we'll continue. Let me just turn on. I have a client call now with my consultant. Systematic literature review. Okay. Okay. So one moment. Sorry, one quick one. Okay. So as a summary, from chapter 1 to 3, that means your proposal in chapter 4 and 5. From chapter 1 to 3, you can produce concept paper from your chapter 1 to 3 itself. Scoping review from your step 1, 10 pages proposal. If you want to write more papers, I'm giving you strategy. And then from your chapter 2, you can write systematic review paper. Right? Systematic review paper. These are the 3 kinds of papers you can write from your proposal itself. Once you go to data part, you already got data, you want to write more papers, you can write the empirical paper, you can write systematic review with meta-analysis, you can write a scoping review paper again. This is from your future work. This is a summary. How impactful it is to publish papers. This is my client from UM, Dr. Sharifah, graduated in August. Okay, graduated in August. Without a single correction. Okay, she's been my client since 2019. Okay, from medical faculty. And this is a topic, the development of cognitive intervention module for post-chemotherapy breast cancer survivors. Okay, so we have conducted various services for her. Okay, she's been with me for a very long time. And part of the reason, okay, that Dr. Sharifah passed her PhD without a single correction, no usage of AI, none whatsoever. Okay, not even Grammarly, because we proofread everything. Not even Grammarly. This is a solid result I can show you. If you read the examiner's comment, this is how examiner will respond. Okay, this is how they fill up. The candidate has already published a substantial components of the thesis. Okay, that is a major reason. Okay, one of the important reasons that she got no correction in a PhD. Okay, one of the other reason is, of course, the content itself, the language which she did, we did proofreading, paraphrasing, we coach at every step, and her publication cushioned her thesis a lot. Okay, and how far can review papers go? These are all the review papers that we have produced along the way, okay, in our journey. This is the highest impact so far, 16.799, Q1, Web of Science, rank number 1, okay, in energy area. This example, all you can find in Telegram group. Have a look at it. Okay. Then this is in food science and technology. Also Q1 impact factor 16, rank number 2. This is a social science paper. Q1 impact factor 10.8, conceptual review, rank number 7. And this is an engineering paper. I'm showing you samples that you can go and read to understand. Okay. Q1 impact factor 7.1, rank number 9, systematic conceptual review. So go and have a look at these papers. We coach, consulted, and proofread and paraphrase this paper until publication. Very good examples that you can look at, but not easy. Review papers to get into Web of Science, not easy. Very, very, very tough. Scopus can. Web of Science, very tough. Keep that in mind. And how important is proofreading? This is a systematic review paper by Dr. Hero. SCI Q1 impact factor 5.8. This is what the paper went through. when we paraphrased, proofread, edited, and structured the paper. I think some of you would have known Dr. Herol. I think we are already paraphrasing his 18th or 19th paper now, all systematic review. Okay? Grammarly cannot do this. That is the problem. Grammarly will only change one or two words, and so on. It won't rewrite like this. That is the limitation. But Grammarly is a good tool. What is good, we give credit. Okay, but just that it is not deep enough to rewrite the whole story. Okay? And for those who are working towards proposal, journal, thesis, and so on, don't forget, we offer ultimate thesis package for proofreading, translation, formatting, up to 30% off. And you get lifetime language warranty. For journals, you get 10 and 20% off. This is only for the language part of services. That means proofreading part. And this is the certificate that will come with your with our delivery. It's free of charge, no charges for this. And today's class, you're going to get all these free notes. I think you all already signed up in terms of email address. I'll email to all of you. These are all the notes you're going to get. This is for your chapter 2 systematic review notes. This is social science SLR, how to write. This is overall example I'm going to share with you, so you know how to write your paper. And for those who are stuck, consultancy-wise, consultancy and coaching, how much will cost for PhD thesis proofreading? I think better you PM me. We can discuss that later because I want to finish the class first. Don't mind. So this is where you can WhatsApp. Okay. No problem, Rislan. So we consult and coach students from all over the world, from China, from Middle East, Malaysians, professors. This is Prof. Amir Hamza, Deputy Vice Chancellor, City University. She's a full professor from UM. We coach them one-to-one and consult also, development work. We focus on publication, content editing, Scopus and Web of Science until publication. For those who are starting off their Masters and PhD, from proposal all the way to their proposal defense, candidature defense, we will coach them and carry them along. Then we will teach them how to convert their thesis to journals, so they publish early. Then once their defense finish, we will guide them how to finish all the corrections from proposal defense and also thesis, viva, examiner comments. That also we will guide through. Then we will also guide them and scrutinize them, prepare them for defense and viva preparations. And finally, for chapters 4 and 5, data analysis and interpretation, depending on the software, but most of it we can do, but depends on it. Okay. So this is what we do under our consulting and coaching verticals. All right. And for those who wants to join my upcoming Facebook live classes, we have one more class coming on critical literature review with Dr. Tawa's template, which will be next week. You can join in if you want to. Then we have literature review matrix, Google Scholar, literature review matrix with leadmap.ai. I'm going to teach you how to use leadmap.ai. These are all free classes. Yesterday, I did one class. You can watch the replay on my Facebook page if you want to. Okay. So for all the reach out, these are all the links for the Facebook live classes. Okay, you can register yourself. Don't go anywhere yet. Please wait. I know you got prayers today. Very quickly, I'll finish this. Then we have, what else? Okay, these are all the links you need. Okay, Linktree will take you everywhere, basically. And then, okay, this is where we are located in Cyberjaya. Before we get to this, let me ask all of you, how was the class today? Was it informative enough? If I went fast in certain places, don't worry. You can ask me a question later. I will try to answer. Don't worry about it. Okay. Dear doctor, can we submit research paper to a journal special issue? Is there any difference between normal? Special issue, same only, but special issue is more focused. Okay, more focused. General journal will accept everything. Special issue usually very focused. Okay, I'm glad that you liked it. Now, for the next upcoming classes, okay, Facebook live classes especially, and also classes for next year because we only got one more class left. I need your input for us to design the upcoming classes, right? So what you can do is, thank you very much, everyone. Very, very appreciative of that. Like today's classes, also Facebook live classes. Click this link, hit 5-star. Don't give me less than 5-star. Okay? If you're going to give me less than 5-star, I've been maintaining a very good streak. If you're going to give me less than 5-star, just WhatsApp me what classes you want. No need to click this link. If you click this link, hit 5-star in the chat group, and then write down in the comment what classes you want next. So I can design it on Facebook Live, and I can also design it for next year. So we got one more class left on 17 November. Make sure you follow the WhatsApp group, register yourself. Yes, sure, Asia. Of course you can ask. Asia Bano, ask us, no problem. If I find time, I'll answer you. Okay, so all of you, please click the link, hit 5-star, don't go less than 5-star. I'll come look for you. Just kidding, okay? Write down, most importantly, what classes you want. Okay, don't get me wrong for criticizing AI. I'm only criticizing for your own benefit, but decision is yours. How you want to do it, how you want to carry out, how much of risk you're willing to take is totally up to you. It's your PhD or master. It's your journey. I'm only telling you there is a wall in front of you. Don't go knock yourself. Okay, take a diversion, go on the right path. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm lobbying throughout Malaysia and also on TikTok a lot, because a lot of people are selling software. So they want you to buy. I'm telling you, I also can sell software. Easy. I make a lot of money, but I don't want to because I don't trust the software. Okay. I already got a lot of proposal to sell, but I don't want to. All right. So if you want to visit me, this is our office in Cyberjaya. That's our address right there. But do set an appointment before you want to visit. Okay. And finally, thank you very much. May you all have a very good prayer Friday, and then have a very good weekend as well. All right. Thank you very much for joining. Let me stop sharing. Stay tuned in our WhatsApp group. Make sure you join the WhatsApp group. Let me see the link. This is the WhatsApp group link. No problem. Thank you very much, guys, for joining today. Have a very good weekend. If you have any questions, please ask. Thank you very much for all the blessings. Thanks a lot. Okay, this is the WhatsApp group. Make sure you join in. Don't forget. Yes, TGIF. Very glad, right? I'm also very glad. I just want to close office and go back home. Okay. All right. But I can't. I have a lot of things to do. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. I wish you all the best. Good luck. Don't immediately use any AI tool. You can ask for my idea because I'm not selling, and you can get general opinion. Try to see what people are telling on YouTube comments. Read the comments. Okay. Always read the comments. Read between the lines and then use. Okay. And there are a lot of tools incapable people are developing. Don't use those. Okay. All right. So Saran, over to you.
Okay. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yep, Ken. We are hearing you. Okay, guys, don't forget 17 November, we have our final class. Make sure all of you join in. Go tell your friends also.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Dawa.
No problem. Thank you.
I want to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation. Your knowledge and expertise are impressive, and I feel like I learned so much from your speech. I'm certain that other attendees felt the same way. You are an incredibly talented speaker, and we are looking forward to hear from you in the next class.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Saran, and thank you very much, Shikin. You guys did a very good job. I know how complex it was. So thank you. And thank you for doing this for entire UM. Actually, entire UM should thank you guys. No problem. No worries. I know how tough it is. Yeah. Okay. So not only to me as a speaker, I think you guys all should thank to them also. They too did manage the whole thing. I only bought the software, but they managed everything else. So very good team. And I hope Nurul will get well soon. Yeah. I'll talk to you later privately about Nurul. I'll ask about her. So make sure you guys go and print. Use ZASS print. Support them. Okay. It's very easy.
Yes, we also like to thank you, our collaborator, Media Department, Faculty of Art and Social Science, especially the head of department, Dr. Sadeh Rahmat, for their generous support, which without them, we cannot conduct this session today. And finally, thank you to all who has joined us today. Your engagement and participation have made this webinar a great success. So we hope you enjoy the webinar and looking forward for the next class, which will be next, I think, this one, okay, class 4. So I hope that everyone can register so that we can have your email and everything for the handout and also video. We will also share this in our WhatsApp group, so everyone can enter through that link. But remember, please do scan this QR code for the feedback, and we'll also share the feedback form in the WhatsApp group. I think that's all, Dr. Taba, for today.
Yep, that's all. So final again, this is the link. Please go and request more classes. Make sure you hit 5 stars so that we can plan out with Shikin and the team and the boss Nurul also and the head of department for the upcoming classes.
Yes, correct. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Shikin. Thank you, Saran. And thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.